Welcome back, everybody. We are on, I don't know, like month 2 in the Dread Pits. This group of intrepid lost prisoners have somehow stumbled their way into flooding the entire city. We are not sure that they know how they did that, but they did do that and are now exploring a sunken, flooded city in a giant cave. They have fought shape-changing spirits of water and found a treasure chest full of bath bombs in this flooded city. That is where we have left off, and that is where we are. So, with that, I will turn over to you all. You have no more rests. Some of you are wounded, but cannot heal any longer. And it is over to you all. You found these bath bombs. What would you like to do?
Well,
Ideally, whip a torch out.
yeah, it is very dark.
Okay,
Yeah.
who's going to whip out a torch?
I
think
can, because I don't need my hands.
Okay, Brandonius's and so Brandonius and Coronis.
Coronis can. That's fine.
Okay.
Because
Coronis
I
is
don't
gonna
need
whip
my
out-
hands to attack, so.
Right. Makes tons of sense. Okay, Coronis has whipped out a torch.
All right. Let's come on in, Coronis.
Can you shift click me, please? I have either no vision or I'm in the middle of nothing.
You're
Okay.
probably in the middle. It's kind of a big map. It is in terms of tiles, top down. It's 500 feet top to bottom. Width it's a little shorter.
What's this stuff over here?
Brandonius, you come northward here. You glow slightly with your crystal shard that you have at your waist.
I be shift clicked, please.
Yep. You should all be shift clicked to the same place. Okay.
Yep.
Brandonius, you see a large chimney. It terminates about 5 feet over your head, so you could probably climb up into it without rope. But there's a large chimney on the top of the rooftop. Down here, Coronis' light illuminates the edge of it. There's a pile of rubble. And then there's this rooftop itself that you guys are standing on. The rooftop is made of like white stucco or marble. Yeah.
Is the I can't. Is there any smoke or anything coming out of the chimney?
There is a dim glow coming from inside. That's sort of like a shimmering blue.
I ask who I offer my hands out and kind of to like lift them like cheerleader style.
I can go, but I feel like I should go first, and then Brandonius, you should go last.
I feel like whoever can write should go last.
Oh, that's me then. So I will hand off my torch to someone else.
Okay. Coronis, you were going to hand off your torch to whom?
I just turn to Angus and I just say, Angus, lift me. And I just take the torch.
Great.
Okay,
so
this
Brandonius
works,
is
I suppose.
taking the torch. Quite literally.
Say Sui, and I jump into Angus's arms.
Okay. Okay, that's very romantic of you too. And Brandonius, are you lobbing yourself down this chimney?
No, I'm like hoisting myself to look up and down.
Okay, got it. In my head, you're like Sui and getting lobbed up and jumping into Angus's arms. I thought
the trust fall into Angus, but not a trust fall into the chimney. I don't trust the chimney as much as I trust Angus.
I see. Okay.
I'm flattered.
You peer down into the darkness. There is a dim glow and shimmering lights down below, and you see water about 30 feet below. Yeah. You're in a dark cavern already. Yeah. But it looks like there's water down there.
Okay.
So the city's flooded. It looks like this building is also flooded.
I say, well, looks like a high dive. I say, Coronis, I don't suppose there's anything in that scroll that you're the only one that can read that's about a chimney and perhaps burned things that are down at the bottom of it.
I now have a really hilarious idea about where the person who has the scroll lies to everyone else.
Yeah. They're just absolutely lying.
The only other time chimney as a word shows up in the scroll is when we went up a chimney to find the other Aku Aku, and we figured out that they were connected.
Up a chimney from
Out of
From one route
sewers.
to another.
Okay, cool.
I think
all.
That's
out
the
of
only
sewers
thing
to
I'm seeing.
city.
Well, then I will keep this to myself.
You do?
Oh, this is one of those times where navigating the world around us is useful.
Mm.
I know where this is down, I think. Anyways, let's dive in.
Oh.
You all want to dive in?
I already did.
Oh, okay.
Do you tell us what we're diving into?
Oh yeah, I already described like the water and
I
the
guess.
whatever down there.
Okay.
Not
Sorry,
I'm gonna
I thought
leave- I'm
that's
gonna
what
leave
you said
the,
you were keeping to yourself.
Oh, just where I think this is. But I'm gonna put the torch as I go to dive in. I just leave the torch up on the ledge.
Okay, got it. So you're leaving the
Like-
torch up there, and you're diving into the bathhouse.
Yeah, but I've got the little blue light with me.
Okay,
So
got it.
All right. Well, I
Um,
guess I'm behind you.
Whee!
1 second.
Whirling Jaya is beneath us.
Yeah. Okay.
Go like second to last.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is interesting. Okay. So you're diving into the water. Is anybody else diving into the water, or is it just you for now?
No, I'm following him.
Okay. Is anybody else, or is it just you two for now?
I will follow after as long as I don't hear bad noises.
Okay. You both do not see tokens on this map. I've moved your character. I moved you. I haven't moved your tokens yet, just so you know. So you two should be looking at a black screen now.
It's true. It's true.
Okay. I'm
Aw.
gonna delete. I'm
I'll
gonna
come
delete you
down
two
next.
from the map, and I'm gonna put the torch just sitting here on the edge. Okay. Okay, so you are Maya. You said you were gonna wait until you knew that it was safe, right?
Yeah, until I don't hear bad noises.
Okay,
Like I
great.
wait for a bit
then,
so I don't hear like crunching. Of,
Right,
like,
then you
them
need to wait a
hitting
second.
Super hard or screaming.
Then you ought to wait a second before you jump in. Because Brandonius, you jump first into the bath.
Glub glub glub.
And you jump into a flooded bathhouse. It is flooded nearly to the ceiling. Under the water is a number of glittering, massive funguses that are putting off these glowing spores into the water.
Oh.
The spores are up above the water line and just filling the air around you. I need you to let's see. We are going to go into turn order here. For no reason. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Since I'm not in there, can I continue writing? Or
Yeah, you can. Although, well, we got to go into turn order now, so actually it would be good if you didn't
Okay.
yet, if that's okay.
yeah, that's
Moved.
fine.
I know, but I'm not trying to actually move you. I'm going to move you right back. I just can't add you to the turn tracker because it clips in the stupid map. So anyway, okay, Brandonius, you start your turn breathing in the spores because you have to. Let's see. Your torch goes out immediately. So I'm gonna.
I did not have a torch.
Oh, right. You set the torch. That's good. Okay. Well.
I recognize the fallibility of water and fire.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Great.
No, but you took my 10 feet of blue light. I do have that. Connor, no! My crystal!
You're right. I'm so sorry. I'll give you your crystal back. I like the dramatic.
Connor, no! There's a reason! I did this intentionally!
Brandon, you start your turn breathing in spores.
It's is it 5 feet of dim and 5 feet of
I believe it's just
Right.
five
Oh,
feet.
I can
It's
see a
supposed to be 5 feet
lot
dim
of
only.
stuff like out here that I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. You should be able to.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I begin traversing.
Brandonius, time out. Turn
Okay.
1. You start your turn. You're breathing in spores. You take 1d4 damage. I'm
Okay.
gonna roll that.
Horrifying.
Okay.
That is rot damage, if you're interested in knowing. You are going to take... Well, whenever it finishes rolling. Still says rolling the dice. Please hold. Cue elevator music. 2. You take 2 damage.
Okay.
Thank you. 2 rot damage, and
Great.
now it is your turn. You may move however you would like. However, I will note something. The water is pulling you southward, as though there's a current. Just give me one note here, please.
I have a real plan here, but Angus, I give you a tap on the shoulder and say, "Follow me,"
Okay.
and then I
Yeah.
hold my breath and go.
Okay, so you're gonna hold your breath.
Yes.
Okay, if you're gonna hold your breath, I need you to make me a survival check for holding your breath.
I like the idea of like you don't know how to hold your breath.
No. You can do it. It's just you have to hold your breath, and so it's gonna be really easy to hold your breath for 6 seconds, but it's gonna get harder every round.
You're gonna get skill issued.
Okay, great. You're fine. You can hold your breath, no problem. However, you're now gonna swim. I need you to make me a swimming check, which is
I
a
thought
survival.
we all
check.
just passed swimming.
No, you can swim. That means you can roll.
Also, wait,
Great. You
Connor, how
can
deep is the
move-
water? I thought we were like standing.
You're like 30 feet. It's like 25 feet deep.
Oh, well, fuck. Never mind.
I don't know what my swim speed is.
You can move as normal. You have passed the check with flying colors, good sir. However, the water is pulling you. So at the end of your turn, if you end in this room, you will get pulled 20 feet southward. And then you can see...
Does that affect my like overall speed? Like if I move with the current?
The way I'm doing it in here, and this is what we gotta... This is gonna be a good testing scenario for this. No, you will simply move additionally at the end of your turn. Unless you try to resist it.
So what if I come to here with my first move action?
Okay.
Is it still pulling me just generically south?
Now pulling you eastward. So to the right.
Oh,
no, wait. Time out. Where you are, it is pulling you south. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna... Do I have any sense in the room, like where it's pulling us to?
It appears to be pulling you through this door over here. I mean, it's a current, so it's pretty easy to see.
Okay.
Water is pulling you this way.
Well, then I swim over to here.
Okay, sounds good.
And I dodge.
And that's your turn.
Touch.
Let's see. You are going to be moved 10 feet up. At the end of your turn.
Up?
Yep.
That's not east.
It is not, in fact. Angus, it is your turn.
Johnny the fuck.
You are going to take 1d4 damage. Take 2 damage. It is now your turn.
Miserable. Okay, so I can't see shit.
Yep. You move at half speed.
Head south, my child. You can see the light in the doorway.
Yep, but where he is, he can't see, so he's going to move at half speed. Also, you have to make a swim check to swim. Are you going to hold your breath, or are you just going to swim and breathe? Breathe in these glowing spores that have just hurt you.
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
Before I answer, so how
Sorry.
far down into the water can I see?
You can see where you are in your room, not at all.
Okay.
But out in the next room, like the spore, there's these massive like fungal like trees under the water that are putting out the spores that are floating up to the surface and then into the air. And they glitter like a gold. Also, just as a note, you are just inside of the chimney, peeking up overhead, is your ally, Ulysses, who is peeking down. So up to you as to whether or not you want to shout up at them or not. But they are you know that they're waiting for you to tell them it's okay.
Sure, I'll tell them it's okay,
Okay, sounds good.
regardless of how okay it actually is.
Okay.
And I come down because I trust the people around me.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna put you right after Angus in the turn tracker then, Ulysses, but I will let Angus
Okay.
do his
So
turn
I
first.
will swim and hold my breath. So 2 survival checks. Survival is
Correct. First one for holding your breath.
cool. And
And
what's
that's a normal survival. Do you have survival?
I don't remember. I'm looking.
It's a
No.
survival endurance check.
No, I don't.
Okay, great. Then you roll me 1x disadvantaged power check.
Well, at least I'm good at power.
Yeah, it's true.
2d20k L1 plus whatever the hell my proficiency is. Plus power, you said?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Oh, really good. Okay, you're holding your breath, no problem. Then swimming is survival swimming check, which you don't get disadvantage of, but swimming is, let me just check. Oh wow, it's weird that I'm already on that page.
It's almost like you planned for this.
No, I'm literally on that page from like the other game that played last Sunday. It's it's a power check. You just make a power check.
Cool, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You can move normally, although you are in the darkness, so you do move at half speed.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get stuck doing one move.
And then
I think I'm still in the dark for this, and then I get my last 10 feet, and that's
cool.
3 AP. I've got one more AP.
Flash at that thing.
Yeah, can I reach? Is this like something I can reach?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's in the water, but it sort of climbs up near you. You could probably like poke it with your foot in the water, basically.
Cool. Can I just like poke it with my sword?
Your sword, as it trails through the water, is leaving like trails of like sheets of ice that immediately crack in the water and float to the surface. So you're like sort of leaving like a trail of like very, very thin ice in the water. The whispers do grow stronger to kill. And you just keep catching yourself looking at Brandonius because he looks really like meaty.
Only as a pig.
Okay.
That seems kind of understandable. I'm not sure that's the voices.
Okay. You are moving in the water, and give me 1 second. I need to check something because I just realized something. Matt.
Yeah.
When you tried to move here, you feel a flurry on your feet, and you feel like you can move. Like you can feel your shoes twitching. But also you feel like you can move through this water easier than you should be able to. Your shrimp boots have activated.
We have found the use of the shrimp
God,
boots.
that is so predictable.
I mean, I wasn't trying to hide it. What do you think shrimp boots do?
I feel, yeah, you know what? If I thought about this for a second, I probably should have tried swimming. Right, I don't think that really. I don't think that changes what I would have done. So.
Okay, you stabbing the thing with your sword does nothing except put up a bunch of spores.
Okay,
and then
guys.
That's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah. So what was the?
Okay.
Who were the other spore guys that we fought? Were they weak to like fire or something?
Ulysses, I'm gonna move you in, and it's gonna become your turn right after this. By the way.
Okay. How did we kill the other like mushroom?
Ulysses, you will also come into the darkness, but
yeah.
But I'm gonna turn, and then put you on this map. And bathhouse. Okay. Ulysses, shift clicking you, and it is your turn. Yep. Cool. So you are in darkness, above the water.
I can see that there are people this way.
Yes.
So I move at half speed from darkness and half speed from water, right?
You have to roll me a swimming check before you move to tell you how you move in the water.
Okay.
If you roll well on the swimming check, then you aren't affected by the water. If you roll poorly,
well,
you will.
I actually have some levels in swimming, so...
Excellent. That's going to help. Cool. Okay, you also pass. You can swim as normally in the water. Yeah, but you do move
two
at half
actions
speed.
I can get to here.
Correct. Yes, that'll be 3 AP. Although you're wounded twice. Is one of those wounds legs? Because that might be all four.
One of them is. That
Okay.
actually one of them is.
That just makes it so that your legs are already exhausted. So it'd just be 4 AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, either. Cool. Okay. So you are treading water with a wounded leg right behind Angus now. Natalie, are you going to go in? maybe.
Sorry.
Coronas? No, you're good.
I mean, I guess I will, because everyone else has, so I'll just assume that it's fine.
So
Because I haven't heard any screams.
Okay, so if all of your friends jumped off a bridge into a toxic bathhouse, you would too then? Just checking.
If I'm in death prison, sure.
That, absolutely. That's a good response. I like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ulysses, do you try to hold your breath? You do start your turn with 2 damage. 2 rot damage. Okay. I'm gonna wait for Maya. I'll ask Maya on the start of our next turn. Cronus, are you gonna try to hold your breath? You do take 2 damage as well. Wow, that's.
I take 2 damage. Okay.
You take 2 rot damage as you enter, and then it is your turn. And I need to know if you're gonna hold your breath, as well as swimming.
Am I aware of the fact that I inhaled them?
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious. They're itching at your lungs and burning.
Oh yes,
Okay.
Definitely holding my breath.
Great. Okay, then roll me a survival check to hold your breath, and then roll me a survival check to swim.
You suddenly understand what smoking feels like.
Yeah, pretty much. They're even like almost like fiery in your lungs is how they feel. And
Okay,
they
I
crackle in
have
the
no
air like sparks.
survival.
Great. Then roll me a 1x disadvantage power check for the holding your breath, and then roll me a normal power check for swimming because you all have swimming, even if you don't have other survival. Okay, you are gasping for air from the exertion of staying atop the water, and you failed your swim check in this riptide of a current. So you are going to move. You already move at half speed because of the darkness. So actually, this turn it's not really going to affect you that much, but you do. Oh, also Angus and Ulysses, you both get dragged out. I forgot. From the current. So you both get dragged out here by the current. Yeah.
So
current.
am I still in like 25-foot deep water?
You are. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's 25 deep water all the way down. Brandonius
In the
does
weird gooey
stand...
patches?
Yes. There's like the gooey things about 5 feet down, so you could maybe put your foot on them, but they are fully underwater. Brandonius is near a big pile of rubble over here. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so is that my turn?
No, you can move. You move at half speed. The whole turn.
Okay, I gotta double check what my wounds are. 1 second.
I don't think yours were legs.
Arms in focus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just spend my whole turn moving.
Okay, cool. Where do you
which
move to?
gets me 30 feet total. And I will... Is anyone making any noise as I'm doing this?
The other players?
Mhm.
Sputtering and swimming noises so far.
Okay, I will move
Man.
towards those noises.
Cool. I think you can see them too in the light. You're in.
I have no light.
You're in light. Oh, you should. Are you not all? Oh, you're not on the same map. Sorry. Right here.
Oh, then yeah, I'm totally moving towards them.
Okay, got it. So sorry. Mm-hmm.
You're good. Okay, let me find 30 feet. There.
Cool. Okay. You move there, and then the currents drag you another 10 feet out.
Okay.
Brandonius, it's the start of your turn. Roll me a survival check to continue holding your breath. The check DC will increase. It was 8. It is now 10. This is a normal survival.
Courage.
Survival's power.
Power. Okay.
But if you don't have survival, you do get disadvantage on that.
Oh.
If you haven't taken the talent.
Well, it didn't matter.
Nice.
Hard flex. You are fine holding your breath. I now need you to roll me another survival swimming check to swim. Okay, you don't get disadvantage on this one because you all have survival swimming, even if you don't have baseline survival. That's the Olgan Yard advantage. So I'm going to take the first one. You are able to swim in this current.
Part of me wants to swim up the gullet thing here, up into the upstairs area.
Wait, upstairs area?
Oh, the
Back up to where the tonsils here.
Yeah.
Singers are.
Oh, is that what this? Oh,
Mhm.
It does crack me up that we're like months into this game, and it's just kind of like, that's what that is.
You guys, in fairness, you guys don't go down this route very often, much less than the other two.
also
What's over
asking me to think in north and east is tough enough. Now I have to care about going up and down too much.
Brandonius, there's a large pile of rubble right there. It does look like you could possibly move it.
In the water.
Yeah, it's all the way. It's like a cracked from the floor line up. There's this big crack which rubble is piled out of, but at the top of the water line where you are is where the like looser rubble that could maybe be moved is.
This sounds like an athletics brawn check.
Yeah, I point at Angus and I point at that and say,
Yep.
Oh, while holding your breath. Got it.
yeah, I go,
Okay. Got it. Angus,
Cool.
your turn.
I gotta wait.
oh, I'm gonna keep moving.
Oh, cool. Great. Perfect.
I'm going into the room.
Okay. That the end of
Anything
your
of
turn.
note?
The current is much faster here, dragging you out this doorway.
Yaku Aku in there?
That is completely flooded, so the blackness beneath it appears to be even gone.
Oh, now I know where we are. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. That's
I'm
the end of
assuming
your
this
turn.
is just taking us like over to that hole in the floor, and it's gonna and it's gonna take us somewhere.
No,
Oh,
that
you
was
moved me.
I
I
did.
see.
Yeah, that's at the end of your turn. You get sucked there by the
see.
water. Okay, Angus, it is your turn.
All right, gonna try to hold my breath. 14.
14. You're fine holding your breath.
Cool. And
Want me to
then
swim?
how do the shrimp boots affect my roll here?
You get advantage. Also, you can 5-foot adjust in the water, which nobody else can do.
Oh, that's kind of cool. And so I already had disadvantage because I didn't have survival, so I just roll a normal. 23 to
No,
swim.
you do get advantage because you all have survival swimming, even if you don't have baseline
Oh,
survival.
well, it makes no
You
difference.
only
So
get to roll
23.
normally on swimming itself. Cool, great.
Cool. I'm just gonna get.
That's good.
Is this close enough to interact with the rebel, or do I have to get like up on top of it?
You're gonna have to get up on top of it.
All right, well, fine.
Okay, cool. Great. Is that the end of your
I
turn?
have 1 AP left to try to
Okay.
do stuff. Actually,
Cool.
I guess I'll be in the aesthetically pleasing part of it.
Okay.
So this is gonna be, I guess, athletics brawn to try to just tear rocks out
Yeah.
of the wall, pretty much.
Cool. That sounds good.
Okay, so I have 3 in brawn, and I have, so it's plus 12. Okay. 23. What happens?
Okay. You're able to clear a lot of the rubble, but not quite enough to completely clear it yet. You think if you did that again, maybe?
Okay. So am I like up out of the water?
You are clinging, so you're still in the water.
But I wouldn't get...
No, you're probably out of the water. You are. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, that's my turn.
Ulysses, it's your turn. Make me a survival check to hold your breath if you are gonna hold your breath.
No, I already did. That was the first set of checks.
Talking to Ulysses.
Oh, fair enough. Oops.
No, you're good.
I have a very Matt-centric...
I have to make that roll too, right?
Yes, you do.
Is this a swimming check or just straight survival?
So this is a straight survival. So if you don't have survival swimming, you have survival. You actually took levels in it. So yeah, it's a straight survival.
So swimming is not relevant.
No, not here.
Okay.
Okay, you are gonna breathe in a deep gasp of air and take a D8 of damage. So you take 6 damage, and then it is your turn.
Hey.
Last round it was a D4. Now it's a D8. That is
Hopefully it
then your turn.
resets now that I was able to survive. Okay, so now I need to make a check to see if I can move.
Correct. You're going to move at half speed as a result of struggling to swim.
Lovely. Does it seem like there's any place here that isn't flooded?
Angus is clinging to a little shelf of rubble over here, trying to clear it.
Okay. It doesn't look like there's more room.
There probably is over there.
Okay.
Angus is kind of it's kind of dark, but there is a little shelf there where he's clearing out. Okay.
That's my
And-
whole turn.
Cool. Coronis, is your turn. Make me a survival check if you wish to hold your breath.
All right.
Oh, and Brandonius, you should actually be 10 feet closer. Sorry. I did math wrong. You are still able to hold your breath. Now make me for swimming.
Okay.
You're going to move at half speed.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. So with my entire turn, I can move 30 feet, and I see like half of one of my buddies over there, so I'm just gonna move
Yeah.
30 feet that way.
And I did forget, Ulysses, you're going to get dragged by the current because you're still in the water. So you get dragged back a little bit towards that open doorway.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Wait, but I don't want to go over the mushrooms, so I'll go this
You don't want
way.
to go over the mushrooms? Really? Crazy.
I don't want to mess with that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Oh, Cronus, your torch went out, and I didn't. No, I didn't remove it. Okay, you're good. Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say
okay.
I didn't have sight at first.
Yeah, perfect. Brandonius, your turn. Roll me a survival check to hold your breath. Check went from the 210, now it is 12 on this round. If we have a Brandonius.
Sorry, you said you needed a what roll?
It's your turn, so I need a survival check to hold your breath. Check DC is
Okay.
now 12. And then a swim check for whatever you'd like to do. And Cronus, you get dragged 10 feet that way. Cool. Brandonius, you are going to take in a deep gasp of air. And it is 1d8 damage. 2 damage for you.
Okay. Guess I'll go to swim. I am the fastest swimmer alive. I don't suppose I get any benefits for critically succeeding.
No, you just move as normal.
Lame.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hi, guys.
Yep.
The water's going that way. I think it's trying to suck us out of the bottom of the temple.
Will that kill us?
I mean, it's going to take us underground to the sewers,
Oh, right. Okay.
which is, if this is flooded, that's certainly flooded.
Brandonius, is that the end of your turn?
I dodge. Yes.
Okay, you get sucked 10 feet towards that way. Angus, it is your turn.
Cool. I don't suppose there's a way I can make like a consistent athletics check.
To hold your breath?
Oh, well, I was more.
oh.
I was thinking about the rebel. Let me do the.
You can make a consistent check, but roll to hold your breath
10.
first. 10. Okay, great. You are going to take
Yep.
8 damage
Phew.
from the spores.
All right. Well, then I'll. Oh, I guess I could just do 2 athletics checks because I have 3 AP left.
You could, or you could do it consistently. I'd take either one. Let's roll 3d20, and then if you do that instead.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do 3d20 KH1. 31.
Okay, 31. Your previous one was a 23, but with those two, you were able to clear a path through the rubble. Angus, you see a small tunnel that steeply slopes up overhead.
Is it
You
lit?
think you could possibly... No, it's dark up there. You think you could possibly climb up out of it.
All right, I sort of gesture. Everyone's like, "There's a way out. If we want out, I'm not sure how much we want out." But that's my turn.
That's your whole turn. So, Ulysses, make me a survival check to hold your breath.
We probably want out because the air is killing us.
The air is killing you. With fun.
Okay.
Yeah, Maya.
Okay.
I need the survival
Well-
check for holding your breath, and then you're good to do whatever you'd like.
I'm not good, actually.
Okie doke. You are going to take 4 damage. Not very much damage. I rolled very low.
Doesn't I take less damage now because I was able to take a breath?
You are trying to hold your breath so you don't inhale the spores.
Oh, the spores. Okay.
Yeah, it's the spores that you're trying not to breathe in. So you take damage when you breathe.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
I'm able to get over here.
Can you roll me the swimming check to make sure that you can do that?
Regardless of whether I succeed, I can.
Yes, but it will determine if you get more
Yes,
actions.
that's
You can
true.
in 2 AP, so you still have 2 AP left.
Okay.
It is a body action to climb. Since you have 2 AP left, you could climb up through that tunnel if you'd like.
That's my last action then.
Okay, cool.
Because my body's exhausted.
Cool. Oh no, I removed you from the turn tracker, which was not my intent. Okay. Ulysses, if I put you here, oh shoot. Okay, Ulysses, can you see anything on the map? Did it all go away for you?
I can see fine. I'm just not there.
Weird. Okay.
I can see as if I was where I was. I
Okay.
just don't see my own token.
That's fine. I'll take that. That actually, I think, works really well. I'm then going to move you to this map, and that is the end of your turn. Coronis, it is your turn. Still need the same survival check from you to hold your breath.
All right. Nope.
Okay. You're going to take 5 damage.
Perfect. And I shall try to swim.
Okay. You're going to move at half speed.
I figured.
Right down
I'll
your
move towards the rubble, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
There.
Cool. Spores are gonna move, or the current's gonna pull you back. About there. Brando, as you go there. Damage from spores have increased. Brandonius, make me a survival check to hold your breath. Or breathe.
Did I move at the beginning and end of my turn?
No, it was the end of your turn. You get moved back by the current. So not that I just didn't do it before I'd forgotten.
I thought I moved up last time.
You moved up, and I did it wrong. I'd moved you up 2, and it should have moved you up 2 and 1 to the right. So I just fixed it. That's all.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. Breath check is now 14. Damage from spores has also gone up. Okay. Brandonius take 18 damage.
Okay.
But then swim as normally.
I don't know what 6 does for my wound.
Is focus.
Oh no.
But you can swim as normal.
Okay. Well, I guess I come over here and just try to help.
Okay. Angus has already completed clearing a tunnel. Do you choose to climb out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put you there. At the end of your turn, you are gonna come out. Where is it? Here. And I need to put you on the map. Okay. Shift clicking you. That's where you are. Okay. Then back to the bathhouse people. If you are in the bathhouse, Angus, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow Brandon up.
Are you on your breath?
Yeah.
You're still
I'll
breathing
try.
in spores. Okay, roll me the check. Check DC is now 14.
Nope.
Okay.
That sucks.
You take 14 damage.
All right. All right.
Spores are really burning into your
boy.
lungs. It's 10. I saw it right before you did it.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Well, get me out.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. And then we'll go to Ulysses before we go to Coronis, but let me do that. Let me get you onto the right map here. Angus, You are there.
This is a new place.
Ulysses, it is your turn.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
I love that so much.
I thought it was a new place, and then I look and I see the torch and the chimney.
Yeah, I just thought that was just beautifully well timed in my opinion.
Also, why does the turn order just say damage from spores and breath check?
It's because I'm tracking you guys on the DM layer on the other map because the turn tracker doesn't cross maps, which is the most annoying thing that Roll20 does. That might not be true. There's a lot of annoying things it does. But that means I can still see you guys in the turn tracker, but you can't see you because they moved you to a different layer, so you didn't show up on that map, so that Coronis knows they're alone.
Whoa, yay.
But it is your turn, Ulysses. So we're still keeping you in turn tracker because Coronis is still breathing.
So I still have to make breathe check.
Nope, you've climbed out. You are on the
I
rooftop.
have to make a swim check still.
Nope, you're good. You are
Well,
out on the rooftop again.
You can try to swim on the roof. I just don't think it does anything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna like walk out here, then like sit down. Like I don't
Yeah, cool,
have
great.
anything to do really.
That sounds good. Coronis, try to hold your breath.
Okay.
Cronus, you managed to hold your breath. Let's get your turn. Try to swim.
Did everyone go that way? Is that what
Yes.
happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
It'd be so funny if they didn't, though. Okay, you were able to swim as normal as well.
Yay. Okay, so I can leave.
It's 3 AP for you. It's the edge. What's your wounds?
Focus and one arm.
One arm. Okay, got it. So body, you're fine. So you can climb out. Okay. Cool. Well, in that case, we are going to move you guys all out of here. You are going to leave the turn tracker. Move you all to the same map now. And there you go. You should all be on the same map. Oh, Coronis, I didn't actually add you.
I was going to say, I can't see shit.
Yep, I did not add you. 1 second. Do elevator music. Put you out on that right map. Player tokens. And you should all now be on the same map. Although, let me shift click for you, Coronis. And you're all out of the turn tracker now, as normal. So you have gone down in there. Didn't seem to go very well.
If you shift clicked me, I still don't have sight. Oh wait, yes, I do. It was just all the way at the other corner.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Cool.
You guys are on the rooftops.
Cool.
Free to move. You went down into the bathhouse as full toxic spores.
All right, what direction did we get
Before
here
you
from?
guys move, I'm gonna note this.
Oh, good call.
Cool. Yeah, great. What's the note? Don't go in the bathhouses?
Don't go down the chimney.
Yeah. Ooh, good.
You are not Santa, be warned.
Yeah.
I said, went down
Santa, I
chimney
don't
full of
think
toxic
exists.
burny spores and water has current. Don't do that.
I like that. That's fair. Great. None of you are holding a torch. It is over there. Does anybody want to go pick it up?
Who doesn't use hands?
I
I grab it and bring it over here to.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so we
Correct.
came from like over here-ish, right?
Yes.
All right, let's see what else we got. This direction.
So if we wander all the way back down and we jump down onto the other roof,
Yep.
then we see the raft again, and off in the distance, a faint glowing of doom.
Ulysses, come with us.
That is accurate. That is what you see.
The glowing of
Oh,
doom.
yeah.
Okay, I kind
That's
of
good to me.
remember that.
Over here by me.
Where?
Yeah.
Why?
What's this
you?
thing?
Wow, you're.
There's like a weird little like
Yep.
U-shape.
Here's the raft. See if I can make this raft controllable by somebody. All players. You should be able to move it now.
Wow.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Okay.
All right.
Did
Well,
we
guys,
figure out what this like weird
wanna get on the
thingy
raft.
is? Like what's in here?
It was a little altar.
Oh, okay.
that makes us better at swimming, but only for a moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ulysses has
All right.
climbed onto the little makeshift raft of crates.
Incredible. Well, I see additional rafts in the distance,
Oh.
or
that's a good
an
looking.
additional raft.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Um,
Brandoni's eyes like a hawk.
yes,
And dare under jelly.
more like a warthog, but yes.
Yeah,
Notoriously
that sounds wrong. Yeah, that
well-sighted
sounds-
warthog. Yes.
Can I climb on this roof? Like
Yeah.
maybe going
Yeah, you
up
can
this
climb
way and around?
Going up that way and around allows you to do so, yes.
Okay, I'm
Um,
supervising. Actually, and I recommend Ulysses Esquilla maybe supervises from up here, given that you are a sniper. And we'll let Coronis and Angus take the Raft of Doom.
The Raft of Doom. Or wait, do we know, Brendan? Do you see anything over like to your left? I see.
Yes, the tops of
block.
buildings that we've been on previously.
Never mind then.
But I intend to hop across all of these instead of using the raft, because if we're in the open water and the underjelly attacks us, that feels like it's the quickest way to
Questionable.
drown.
Well,
That's
that's a
wrong.
reasonable take, but I
So Brandoni's
haven't
up there.
tried to ice the jellyfish before.
That's true.
I wonder how.
Brandoni's, you recommended someone join you up there?
Yes, I was recommending Ulysses Esquilla if you'd like to be up here as a sniper, so that when they start sailing and the underjelly comes for them, you can shoot them and not worry
Fair.
about swimming.
That's a much better idea.
Okay, cool. Then Coronis and Angus, you guys don't have a torch. Do either of you want to light a torch?
Oh no, Corona should have a torch.
I had the torch.
You have the torch? I thought Brandoni's, you did.
I went and got it and gave it to Coronis.
Okay. I missed that. My apologies. Okay. Well, I'm going to give that to you, and Brandoni's, I'm going to remove it from you.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Coronis, you have a torch. You guys are on a raft. So let me elaborate on the rules of the raft. These netted crates float around the city. You may work together to move rafts in the direction you choose. When you are on the boat, you may use a 2-armed action to make a power check. If you have athletics, you make that power check at 1x advantage, and if you have brawn, you can add brawn to it. For every 2 creatures in the boat, rounded down, you gain 1x disadvantage. So there are 2 of you in the boat, so you get 1x disadvantage to this check. What is it? Angus does have athletics brawn, so he would roll a power check, or he'd roll athletics brawn effectively. He would get 1x advantage. He also gets 1x disadvantage, so he just rolls a classic athletics brawn. With a 2-armed action, allows you to move the boat. For every 10 points you score on the power check, you can move the raft 5 feet in a direction you choose with that 2-armed action. And you can do it multiple times a turn. But it's a slow-moving raft because it's a big clunky thing.
It's almost not worth being on, it sounds like, because you could swim just much better.
Oh. Huh.
You're not in the water.
Yeah, advantage not being.
That's true, and we have not
advantage
clarified
not
exactly
being
what
in
the
the water.
underjelly is going to do to you in the water, but that's literally
Probably
the only
not
advantage,
good.
it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it exists probably means you don't want it.
Yeah, I was gonna say being in the water with anything seems like a bad idea.
We still have not met the aquatic deer.
Oh,
So,
I forgot there was an aquatic deer.
I'm making that up.
Is there an aquatic
Oh.
deer?
Yeah, I'm making that up.
Oh,
I mean, we do.
completely
We, still
believed
have,
That is the
you.
last time.
I just assume I'm very willing to gaslight myself.
we still have like a deer species that we have to identify, so I guess there could be an aquatic deer, and this is the right
Yeah.
region for it to be in. But
So, just a quick note, and you guys aren't gonna like this, but Brandonius did mention that that he was like, oh, it seems like it's just better to swim, and I did just check. Passing the check DC of swimming means that you can swim at half speed and can't 5-foot adjust. If you fail the swim check for an area, you can't move more than 10 feet with a move action. So it slows you even more.
yeah, but I mean, that's still like
Probably.
we have to get 20 points or higher to go the 10 feet in.
It's true, yeah, but it does move all of you,
Right.
not just you two.
Oh yeah, because I guess I can use all of my AP, and then Cronus can use all of their AP,
To not move.
and
yeah.
together we can nuke. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
I kind of get
So, do you guys want to move then?
it. Yeah, sure. Are we gonna try to go back up towards the underjelly, or are you gonna try to go like up into
Well,
like northwest.
all right. So we've been up here in this life since because we flooded it.
Right.
So I call out and say, well, besides the spookiness that's over there, in the distance with the underjelly, the marketplace was to the top left, kind of from here. And I don't know what the status of that one dude is, if he can swim or not. But we may have drowned him.
Remind me
so
of the one dude.
The dude that chased us because we had lights.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if he can survive swimming. I don't know if he's a part of the Olinyar culture to just innately have swimming, or if it's bullshit that all monsters get swimming just because Connor hates us. But we could head that way and see if we can get to all the stuff he's guarding and potentially that anchor point that's hiding up there.
Yeah. Okay. Cronus, you good with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Angus, you're gonna start rowing.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
we are
guess
gonna put you
we need
guys
to roll
in
initiative.
We are gonna put you guys in initiative. Yeah. So if you could all roll.
I'll go last.
Okay.
Unless
and then-
Ulysses wants to go last for the purposes of letting it get close enough to shoot. I don't actually know what the range on a
Yeah.
crossbow is.
It's like 80 feet, I believe.
Okay.
I'll go last. I don't know. I don't have any reason to go early.
Checking something real quick. No worries on what that thing is.
Probably fine.
Right. Sure.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Sounds good. So Ulysses Esquilla. Heck yeah. Brandonius and Angus. So Angus, you got a 23. Brandonius got a 9. Coronis, you got a what?
Oh, I forgot to roll, sorry.
No worries. Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay. And I'm putting the raft on here as well because the raft, if there are currents in the water, which there are in some places, the raft will move at its point in the turn tracker in response to those currents.
Can we see anywhere that have currents at this time?
You can see currents moving vaguely eastward towards here.
Where is here?
So off east of you guys, sort of down this like channel.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
guys, I raise my hand and just say it might be better just to run that way instead of dealing with this raft because I feel like the currents are going to be just obscenely punishing.
That sounds reasonable to me.
You guys all get off the raft?
I'm kind of down to get off the raft. Oh.
Okay.
Sure. I think if we had sailing, the raft might be more worth it, but without it, it's not.
All right, up we go.
Okay.
I am near.
I'm just picturing like the first time that it gets hit, it's going to explode. You're going to be stuck right here in the water and you're not going to be able to go anywhere and then it's just going to sweep you away this way.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, if we just all run west and then kind of hop between some of these rooftops over here.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Does someone with light want to go first?
Coronis, you might be the best one to go first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to get up for my computer for a second. Which direction?
To the northeast, but starting east. We kind of want to go through these rooftops here.
Am I insane or is that west?
That's
Sorry, west.
Okay.
Circle gets the square.
That might have
Alright.
been
Continue.
no. That wasn't too far.
Since you're not on the rafts, you guys can just move at your leisure, actually.
Yeah, we're off the turn tracker now,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Oh, there's a ladder.
Yeah.
There is a ladder
there's
down
this
into
thing.
direct water, and here there is a large statue.
Now this is where the light stuff, all the light puzzle was. Remember to come up on the roof
Yeah,
here.
the light puzzle does not penetrate through here because the light puzzle is flooded, and the refractory properties of water differ.
Have we
But there
figured
is
out
this,
what this statue is?
it's in your scroll for sure.
Shit.
Did we ever?
He said, "Go check your homework."
Yeah. Did we ever get the light
There's
up
so
to
many
this statue?
statues in the scroll.
Sorry, what did you say?
Did we ever get the light
Matt?
up to this statue? I forget where.
Yes.
Okay.
The light gets the statue and points northward to the market.
Okay.
But it is in a rotating plinth.
That's
So
not
you
a
can try to
real-
rotate it now if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah, I've got bronze, so I'll give that a shot.
Okay,
I-
roll it.
Is this the canal digger?
No. Angus, you feel like you really gave this your all and it should work. It appears to be broken in some
Connor,
way.
that was the most like bring me a rock like response.
I know. I know.
Is it this hyper specific person? No. Go find another one.
I'm sorry. I could just tell you if you'd like. It is a scholar's statue, if that's helpful. It is set into a large gear thing that was on a rooftop. It is set into a gear.
Is this where we got the Dazzler?
It's very close to there, but it is not.
So there's 2 scholar statues in proximity,
Correct.
or this was not. Okay. I don't know that this was recorded well.
That seems likely. Let me tell you about it then. Does anybody have gadgets here? Or tools?
No.
Or nimble hands? Or roguecraft? Or construction carpentry? Or perception
Roadcraft.
sight?
I have roadcraft.
Roll it.
I have ropier.
Nope. Not helpful. Perception, touch, or sight will be helpful, as is roguecraft. Coronis. You see Angus struggle mightily to rotate this statue that should be rotatable. The scroll does mention, at the very least, that there are a lot of statues set into these rotating plinths that can be rotated, and those are all the fountain ones. And this one looks exactly like it matches that description. But when Angus tries to rotate it, it doesn't rotate. You put your hand down inside of the rotating gear mechanism, and you can tell that 3 gears in here are missing.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, we have. I don't think we interacted with the statue enough because these details are new to me.
Okay,
Same.
got it. If you guys replay, if you guys go watch the entire game again, you did have like a 30-minute conversation about this statue once.
Did we actually?
You definitely did, 100%. But I think it was like 9 months
Zero
ago.
memory.
Absolutely not a problem. But you guys have definitely come upon this and tried to rotate it, and you learned at the time that you couldn't rotate it without the city being flooded because the gears were too rusted away. The city is now flooded, and yet it still won't rotate because there are 3 gears missing. So you need to find 3 gears.
So in universe, did flooding the city remove the gears?
In universe, you're not sure what happened to the gears.
Okay.
I have a canon for it, but I don't think it's relevant here, and your characters wouldn't know. So I will withhold it for now. But you guys are on the map. You know you need to get 3 gears, and if you put them in here, you can rotate the statue however you would like. You also do have the Dazzler.
What is that?
The Dazzler, if you'll recall, allows you to you can sort of use it telescopically, in a sense, to figure out where light would point from a set point, if that makes sense. So you can use it to, like, with no light hitting the statue, you can still use the Dazzler to figure out where the light would be pointed when the statue is pointed in a set direction.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are all standing around here.
So I point in the north and to the northeast and say, in the distance, a ball of fire, perhaps an anchor.
That's actually gone. I should remove it from the map. That was the egg crochet for the Berserker, and it's been ripped open, so it's now just flooded.
Oh, I see. So is the Berserker an anchor?
You don't know. I like the way you think. Your funny words. I like your funny words, Magic Man. But
All right, let's head that way and go drown it.
Okay, great. Great. What do you do? How are you doing that?
I'm going this way.
Okay, great. There's water.
I'd go across.
Sure, yeah, I guess.
Okay, how do you pause there? How are you getting across?
I go out as far onto these rocks as possible, and then I proceed across by swimming.
You're gonna swim. Okay, great. So you get to here, and give me 1 second. As soon as you get into the water, like chomping piranhas, all of the deer pour forth, pulling out of the water. What, do you not like deer? What's wrong with you?
We found the deer.
You found the deer, and the deer are gonna go.
Was a joke.
They're going to wrench my guts.
Well, it was a good bit, but then it became true.
Yes,
We found
Brandonius.
the deer.
It is the. Let's see. You guys are all already in initiative. I'm gonna have them roll and then figure out where they go in that initiative turn tracker. The underwater deer have arrived.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, and they got a 25. One of you gets to go before they go, but they've also ambushed you, so you will all get 1x. You'll reduce your AP by 1 at the start of your turn.
I propose that I go first and get out of the water.
I like it. It makes sense to me.
Anyone have any significant objection?
No.
No. But I have 1 more AP in the first round of combat, so I still have 4.
Great. So we are letting Brandonius go because he is not about to get attacked by a large quantity of piranha-like deer. Brandonius, you lose 1 AP, and then just a reminder that you should, I believe you have 2 wounds, so make sure you're tracking those.
Yes.
And then it is your turn.
I promise not to focus in any capacity.
What's the other one?
My other arm.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, well, it's your turn.
Great. I guess I'll first check my swimming capabilities.
You are fine. You are swim worthy. Yeah.
Great. I get to here. And then I can go to, actually, you know what? I'm going to let them, well, yeah, I don't want to be in the middle of them. So I'm just going to back up to right here, and then that way they'll grab me before they grab you guys. But won't drag me in the middle to a bunch of other places. And then I will hit this guy over here.
Okay.
Ooh, no, wait, first. Haha, better plan. I go to here.
Okay.
I attempt to give this one 4 levels of hemorrhage.
Okay, great.
And then I disengage and go to here.
Okay. All right. It's finesse or power?
Finesse.
Okay. 4 levels, I take 2. Okay. It's the gut-wrenched deer's turn. Let's see. This guy is going to begin thrashing in the water. I'm going to create the water around it thrashes. This guy is immediately going to take 2 levels of hemorrhage damage and then do the same thing. Great. Okay, so I take that damage, and then I am likewise going to begin thrashing in the water. It should, if it hasn't yet.
Okay, there it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
It's like these things are either way tougher than all the other deer we've fought, or
Late game deer.
these are all bucks.
Yeah.
13, 15, 18 points.
And then the other deer are going to swarm up to you guys. 15, 30, 15, 30. Cool. Okay. Oh, I got another one. 15, 30, 15.
Terrible thing to hear.
I love it. We love the deer. Okay, 2 of them are close enough to you guys to attack. I have enough AP. I'm going to lash out at one at Brandonius, one at Angus. Brandonius, what's your PD? And Angus, what's your PD? Actually, Angus, it definitely isn't going to hit you. There's no way. But Brandonius, I might hit you.
My PD is 16.
I do hit you.
I am.
For 8 damage. That is the deer's turn. Ulysses S. Quilla, it is your turn.
Okay.
If we have a Ulysses. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do. Well. Okay, just making sure my character is the build it's the thought I do. Okay, yep. So I am going to 5-foot adjust to the left. And then spend my whole turn shooting this guy here. Actually, I have a question. Is there a deer directly next to Bendoni's Razorback? I have 30-foot radius tremor sense. I'd be able to tell that.
It is. Oh, no.
Yeah. I know there's one here. I was just wondering if there's any like in this area that I can't see.
I was like, why? But I didn't realize there's a pillar directly between you guys. So yeah, no, there's not.
There are a lot of pillars up here that I keep running face first into.
Yeah. I should be giving you damage.
Oh.
Then I'm going to use my whole turn to shoot this deer right there.
Awesome.
The one near, yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. It is lashing out with tendrils from the water at Brandonius.
Well,
I should just make this for no other reason than you guys have found the final deer type. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Alright, well, I'm doing my super attack. I'm not using head strike because I used a boost of 5-foot adjust, so I could get within my tremor sense range.
Cool. You definitely hit.
Okay. Then
okay, hit for 22 damage.
That's actually really terrible damage.
It's a really bad roll for you.
I rolled a 2 and a 1 on my d10.
And then only one of your 94s was above average instead of below. The other 8 were below. So yeah, that's really bad. Angus, it is your turn.
All right.
There's a deer within 5 feet of you.
Yep, it's gonna get bonked. My injury, I'm pretty sure was it was either mind or focus. I don't remember which. So it doesn't really matter. We are going to do, I have the strategy written down somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. Twice per turn, 1x consistent attack. Alright, the first one takes advantage of not getting fatigued. Here's 1 plus... plus 8. And then I'm going to get my crit check afterwards. No crit, but I assume a 26 hits the one right next to me.
It does, yep.
Alright, cool. 2d10. Plus also 8, I think. Yep, plus 8. Also, I guess, is there any sort of, so 21 damage, is there any sort of frosty effect here?
No, not against this guy.
Tragic. Alright, well, we're gonna do the exact same thing, again.
Okay.
2d.
You do hear the sword whispering that this meat is insufficient. It is not fresh enough.
It's gonna get the meat that it gets, and it's gonna fucking deal with it.
It's gonna get the meat it desires, is what it tells you back. You do crit.
Oh, cool, perfect. That's 2 crits. Funnily enough. All right, it's just a 48.
Okay, it does.
Cool.
Great. Cronus, your turn.
Bonk.
Okay, I shall go for that deer.
Okay. Hits? No, wait. Yeah, hits. Okay.
I like that damage.
Very aggressive. How did you do much damage?
Because when I'm at less than half health, I get 2x d6 instead of x d10.
I like it. Cool. Okay. Sick.
I will now use Forbidden Web on that deer and that deer.
Okay, got it.
And I will consistent attack.
I did not realize your health, Coronis.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
You have 6 total. You're at 6 health. Completely.
Mhm.
Great. Well, that
I am at
hits.
6 health.
Okay. They both hit.
Great.
Okay. Oh man, this deer is at 1 HP. Okay.
And because I used my consistent attack on my second attack, I can attack once more.
Wait. Really? Didn't you exhaust?
Oh, yeah, never mind. Okay, I will dodge.
Can't hurt in your position. Brandonius, it is your
Sorry,
turn.
I was thinking I had 5, but because we got surprised, I have 1 less.
I see, because it's your first turn, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Did I?
All right.
So this guy should have 1 level of hemorrhage, just, you know.
Yep, because he did. Yep, thank you.
I will 5-foot adjust into stabbing that guy.
Okay. That'll hit. He's dead. Cannot live. Has 1 HP.
Quitter. And with my remaining action, I come over here and make myself a more appealing target than Ulysses Esquilla.
Okay, I like that. It is the deer's turn. These guys are going to maintain focus on thrashing in the water. Okay. They can both do a little bit of a thing here, but not as much as I would like. Brandonius and Angus, I need you guys to make me finesse checks against 2 levels of dragged.
Oh, sorry, B.
Yes.
Finesse check.
What is drag?
Gonna go
Dragged.
Is that like a new condition?
It is, yes. It is a new condition.
So
I
drag
will
would
explain it
be power
when it happens.
finesse.
Dragged would be, it'll be, finesse is the check.
All right, I just get proficiency then. All right, huh.
It is a new condition. I don't even have a thing for it yet, actually. And Brandonius, you take 1 level. Angus, you take 0.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna use the sunglasses in the absence of having a thing yet, but Brandonius, you only take 1 level.
Because they're such a drag, man.
Yeah, man. The other deer are moving in. Brandonius, you have 1 level of dragged. A tendril flips out of the water and grabs you by the feet. It's going to do something at the start of your turn. Yeah. But right now, it's just grabbed your leg. Ulysses, it's your turn.
What happened to that design choice if nothing happens to you at the start of your turn?
Things do. Hemorrhage damage does. Condition stuff specifically is what applies at the start of your turn.
Feels fake.
Yeah, Ulysses, it is your turn.
Okay. Without a deer there. That's a deer, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot that deer.
Okay.
No crits.
Okay.
And I didn't declare I was using head strike ahead of time, so I'm not gonna resolve it.
Okay. And that's this one?
The 40,
Or-
yeah. 40 it's on this guy.
40 on which guy?
This guy.
Oh, wait. Oh. Are you sure?
I asked you if that was a deer, and you said yes.
did, but that's actually Angus. But it would be and so I'm definitely gonna
Okay,
allow
yeah, I'm
you
hitting
not to do
Angus.
that.
I'm hitting Angus.
But that'd be so
I thought it was a
funny
deer.
if
I
you
thought it was
was
a deer.
No, it's okay. You don't have to do 40. If you did 40 damage to Angus, you'd insta kill him at this point, I think.
No,
But,
I'm doing 40 damage to Angus.
No, why are you doing that? Stop!
This is really funny.
Don't be stupid.
It wouldn't actually, Angus. It would just hit you. You just hit a wound.
Yep.
But
Oh, you have wounds left. Good for you.
I have
Ulysses has a
I have
wound
one-
left.
I have one left.
Ulysses is the only one too. Angus is the only one too. But there is this one here, Ulysses, which I think you can see if you'd prefer. Oh no, you can't see that one. But there are these three out here in the darkness. Although, if Ulysses does confuse from the darkness Angus for a deer, and you do want to hit him, Angus will take 10 damage only. Because it's not 1.5x his HP. By 1 point, I think, or by 11 points. So, Ulysses, what do you do?
I mean, I don't think there's something for it to do, right? Like,
Well, you did ask me, and I thought you pinged the other guy. So, I'm very happy for
yeah,
you.
but it's really
funny.
funny if I shoot Angus.
Well,
It does utterly defeat the party, but
yeah.
Fine. We'll get
That
this
guy
guy
If it
over
wouldn't,
here.
if it wouldn't take out the party, I would be for it.
I think it's a very
If
funny
it didn't
mistake
shoot
to make.
someone else in my party, it would be for shooting someone else.
I think
No,
it's
I
very
mean if we
funny.
weren't all dying so much.
My thought is if Angus was an NPC, it would be funny, but PvP is a little trickier. Okay, so you deal
That's it.
40 damage to that deer, and then it is Angus's turn. Angus, you feel your ears burning. You're not sure why.
All right, let me get back.
Uh,
Okay. Can I stand on like this square?
No.
Then I just sort of make my way back over here, and I do nothing. I'll be here.
Okay. You could
I
dive
have
into the
no
water.
range.
You could dive into the water.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh.
Oh, you.
There-
I can.
Let's-
so that's
let's
only,
just
that
one of these
hold on,
times we'll have
that
to give
was.
Connor
Let
the-
me hold on. Let me get the. Let me get this out. That was. Yeah, that was 1 AP worth of movement. I'm gonna chuck the mist sword at
Okay.
at the slightly dying deer.
Okay.
This
sounds good.
is not disadvantaged, but it's just I don't get proficiency or anything, right?
Cool. Yes.
That was 16 hit.
Yes, it does.
I don't.
Roll me sword damage, but with no power. Or
Okay,
you don't
sword
get to
with
add your
no
modifiers, so you don't
power.
get to add power or your fate.
Okay,
Um,
that will do. Wow, that is 2d. That's still 2d10 plus plus 5.
Is it plus 5? No, because it's minus the next additional 3, because 3 of the remaining 5.
Yeah, it's usually
is from
plus
your
8.
fate. But the plus 8 is plus 2 from modifiers you have from your class, and then plus 3 for your fate, and plus 3 for your power. You don't get either of those.
Oh, I thought you said I only got. I thought you said I
No,
only
no.
lost power.
No, you lose power and fate.
Ah, okay.
So plus 2. But still barely alive now.
Disgusting.
And then your sword will mistily reappear in your hand.
And I have that.
You have 2 AP left.
I'm gonna throw it again.
Okay. Roll the hit.
There's a 13 hit.
13 will miss.
Okay, fair.
By default. Coronis, it is your turn.
Almost very cool.
Yes.
Still very cool.
Alright.
Oops.
I can see one of the deer,
Yep.
and so I will attack that one.
Okay, sounds good. You hit.
Here's my damage roll.
Cool.
And then I'll do a doubly consistent attack, just cuz.
Okay.
Maybe I can crit.
Real quick, you exhaust after the first one, or do you have
I have
the mind thing? Okay, cool. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Then you hit, but do not crit.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Okay. Brandonius, at the start of your turn, you are going to get yanked 10 feet into the water. You are going to go prone.
I mean, that's just called swimming.
It is, except you are now in the water. You are immediately going to make me power checks against 4 levels of pin.
Feels fake.
Sure.
Oh, I should have added those same 2 to the 2 hits, actually. Cutter would have 15 of hit.
Yeah, would have.
Ah, tragic. Okay.
I choose to succeed on one of those. But I
Okay,
failed.
you are going to take 1 level of pin. Okay, sounds good. So you're pinned by this thing, but just have 1 level of pin. Otherwise, you are your own man, and the deer that is pinning you is right here with like very little HP left.
What did we say about 5-foot steps while pinned?
You can't 5-foot adjust when you're pinned at all. You also can't. No, we did say you can 5-foot adjust while pinned. You can't 5-foot adjust. No, you can't 5-foot adjust while pinned or in the water. So there are 2 things preventing you from 5-foot adjusting here.
Okay, so I guess my entire
You mean you
turn
can't
has
just
to
like
be
flail in a
moving.
direction when you're in the water?
So I attempt to escape,
That will work.
then I attempt to swim.
That will absolutely work.
What is the pink here for?
I don't remember now. There was it was you were holding your breath.
Oh.
In the bathhouse.
Ooh, I've been screwing up my 2 hits the whole. All of my 2 hits should have been 3 larger than they actually are.
Plus 11.
Yeah, right. Because melee to hit for a fate bound is plus power plus proficiency plus fate.
Yeah.
None of
what's
those
the
should be
other plus
higher
2?
than 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
what's the other
3
plus
of them are. I've been using a modifier of 8, and those 3 together are 9. Plus, I
What's
have
the
2.
other-
I have 2 plus 1 modifiers.
Where are the plus 1s from?
One of them is heavy weapons mastery, and the other
other one's the
one
sword.
is the sword.
The sword itself. Okay, got it. Cool. Then
So
yeah, you
I
should
have
be
been
rolling a plus
wildly
11.
underselling myself. Oops.
You have been, yeah.
I'm going to, while swimming, use an arrangement.
Okay. Great. You can do that.
I was going to, whether you said I could or not.
Okay. If you move at half speed from being in the water.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I go to here. And then up onto, oops, go to here,
It's not
and then
showing up.
the water.
Ah, there we go. Cool. Okay, great.
Out of water.
Sounds good.
So both of these guys are going to get hemorrhage. We need to make checks against hemorrhage. I'm trying to find the check for that. It should be 2 levels, though, I believe.
I think so too. They both are going to take 1.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool. Okay. That is the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, 3 different deer are going to take 1. I'm going to go top down. So give me 3d10 from hemorrhage. No, you get it's 2d6 for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Roll me 2d6 3 times. Okay, cool. Minus 3.
That one die.
That one does die.
Huzzah!
That one takes very little. Okay, cool. Then it's the deer's turns. This one will move into position and begin thrashing as its grandfather before him. As his grand buck before him. This one is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and lash at Brandonius. Brandonius, your PD is 16, you said?
Yes.
Okay, then I will hit you twice. Okay. You take a total of 16 damage. And then it is Ulysses' turn.
I
Ulysses?
see deer here. I shoot deer there with head strike 2. I crit deer.
Cool. You're critting which deer?
Deer.
Okay, got it. How much is your crit damage?
Actually, no, I've changed my mind. That deer.
What is your crit damage?
Well, I'll have to roll because a lot of it's still bonuses.
Okay.
Because it's only the base damage that gets maxed.
Okay.
$57.
57. Okay, well that deer dies.
Yay!
You immediately you blow that deer into non-existence with a single shot, like perfectly into its eye socket. Angus.
Yep.
That's you.
All right, gonna start throwing swords again.
Okay.
Let's go.
Roll to throw a sword.
So this time, can you? So I completely understand losing proficiency and power because it's a ranged weapon. I don't think there's anything in the. I was reading through the PHP. I don't think there's anything that. I don't think I should lose the fate bonus.
Actually, I think you're right. I was also looking at that.
All right.
So keep your fate.
Cool. So chucking the sword, 2-hit becomes a D20 plus 5. And oh well, I guess I can just do my normal strategy here. So I guess I'll do a consistent attack here. It's 20 hit.
Yes.
Cool. Let me double check the ability too and make sure I can still crit check on this.
I think you can.
I'm pretty sure I am reading really quickly. This is something the fate bound was never really intended to do, and I did not put any of this in my head when I was Yeah, it works. All right,
How'd you
cool.
do it then?
Well, no, worthless. All right, so now it's 2d10 plus. I lose the power bonus. I lose the power modifier to damage, right?
You do, yeah.
All right, cool. So it's again plus 5.
Okay.
And sorry, I might not have specified, but that's the one that I can see.
You did specify, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, and then we're gonna do it again.
Also hits.
Still no crit, tragically. All right, 15 damage.
Cool. Coronis.
Contributing in a very stupid way.
Yes. Okay. I can still only see the one deer, so I will attack it.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna do 2 doubly consistent attacks.
Those both miss. Or that
Great.
one misses. Sorry. That one definitely hits.
Yay.
That one kills it. This deer is dead. Wiped off the face of the earth.
Great. That is my turn.
Awesome. Brandonius, it is your turn.
Well, I'm unhappy.
Okay. This is noted.
Yes, thank you.
Would you like to get in the water?
No.
In the thrashing, tentacular water?
No. I pick up a rock and throw the rock.
Okay.
Actually, I don't throw the rock. I throw just one of... No, I throw a rock. I might as well. It's going to be an improvised weapon. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you are not going to add your finesse or proficiency. Or you add your finesse, or you don't add proficiency.
Yes. I try again.
Okay. You still miss. It's 15 to hit.
I see.
You throw a rock at the screen.
I try again.
Okay.
I see. As a boost, I take a 5-foot step back.
Okay. The deer is going
Guys, he's immune to rocks!
the deer is going to continue to thrash from the water. It is going to try to use... Let's see, you can only use 1 remaining AP. I'm going to roll a D4. No, a D3, because I can't see Coronis. Brandonius, I need you to make me finesse checks against 2 levels of dragged. No, 1 level, sorry. No, 2, sorry, it is 2.
Finesse?
Yeah, finesse checks against 2 levels of dragged. You're fine. R.I.P. dear. It's Ulysses' turn. I have half health. I completely failed to grab Brandonius by the legs and pull him into the water. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Okay. I see deer. I shoot deer. You're
Yeah.
here.
You hit.
No crit.
It's gone. Combat ends. You guys kill all the deer. Very little negative impact on you guys, I would say, those deer. But with that, we will end combat. What would you guys like to do next?
Explore, I guess.
Great.
Yep.
Let's over this.
You
There's
are
another raft
free to
over
move.
this way. Could I?
There is. You are free to move across the
What
water
did
now.
those deer do?
What did they do?
We never really figured that out.
Wait.
Yeah.
Connor, I see a deer over here.
Oh, that was my turn tracker deer. Let me delete it. I have to put one off to the side so that it shows up in the turn tracker, but that's all that was.
Gotcha.
I
It's not
too
a-
will cross the water.
All right. There's
It's not a real deer.
building
Can't
over
hurt you.
here.
There's this. Yeah. So Angus, there's a bunch of broken-ish looking crates inside here.
Could they be more broken?
They could be. Yeah.
All right. I'm
Sure.
gonna start smashing crates.
Okay. Great.
I help.
Brandonius, all these crates have lids and could easily be opened, and instead Angus enters the room and frostily and sort of like zombie-like almost, like he seems kind of weird. He just starts going around and just starts smashing things and like screaming.
Yeah, I get it. I start breaking them too and screaming alongside him.
Great. Angus, in one of the crates is a small, shiny gear.
Oh. Okay. Well.
There's also
It would be so funny to just walk back over and try to throw it to Coronis and Ulysses.
13
And
gold.
lose it in the water.
It just falls in. There's also 13 gold.
Oh, I appreciate
In
the
that.
gold. But yeah, I guess I'll take the gear.
Okay. Sounds good.
Walk back to the statue. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. You guys can easily slot the gear into the statue. The gear slots in. The statue still doesn't move. It
Okay, you
needs
said
2 more gears.
there's 3 total. Okay.
3 missing. So 2 missing now. You get 1 in there.
Okay. Well, I guess we continue progressing, guys. We can go see if that one dude drowned.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
sounds
look,
good.
another boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
There's
hop
also
onto
a
this
much
roof.
larger. Okay, great. Sounds good. There's a much larger gap between this area and that area, but yeah. Cool.
Come here.
Swim. Okay.
Okay, great. So this roof looks over a courtyard here to the southeast of you, and then there's a wide canal, very deep-looking channel of water just north of you, across which you see the rooftops of the forum
Oh, there's also
marketplace.
another boat over here.
There's another one over there. Yeah. A few of them scattered about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops,
Okay.
did
The
we
water here
lose-
appears remarkably still, Brandonius.
Okay. Did we lose Ulysses?
Ulysses is hanging
No, I'm
back.
here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just start making my way across.
Okay.
Making his way downtown.
Please pause.
Ah, fuck.
Angus, as you move into the water here, you see the rest of you. Everybody, roll me perception, sight if you've got it.
Oh, I have a ton of sight,
Great,
including
That's
unnatural
good.
sight, so dim doesn't affect me.
perfect. It's gonna come in handy right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, Angus, as you as you dive into the water, you all see like the ridge line of the shape of something within the water, and it is gonna begin moving straight towards you.
See,
so,
everybody else can swim. It's just the players who are at a disadvantage.
not everything. I actually do drown a lot of stuff when you flood the city, but not the berserker.
Mm.
Everybody roll me initiative.
Feels fake.
Okay. That's fair.
We're gonna die.
I think that was the plan.
That's fair.
We
Trying to
worked
kill
up the
these
whole
nerds.
bit.
Trying to kill these nerds so hard. Deer didn't do it. The bathhouse didn't do it.
I'm sorry that I just have a gun.
I know, right?
Um,
I need a check from Coronis, unless that 21 is your check.
That 21 is my check.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's see. 3 of you got to go before it. Who wants to go after the Berserker?
I feel like Ulysses would make sense. Let it get close enough
I
that you
can
can
also
shoot
go
it.
after.
Okay.
'Cause I think it's right now
think
just outside of your range.
Hold on, it might be in my range. Let me check.
Oh, I'm saying it's just outside of Ulysses' range.
Okay, it's actually in my range, so I can go towards the front if people don't want to.
Yeah, I feel like we should let Angus go first so he can get out of the water
Yes, please.
before any reaction shenanigans happen. And then I'll go stand in front of you while you start taking pot shots, and then when he runs up to me, Ulysses can start taking pot shots.
It's still obsessed with light, I guess. This was the guy that was obsessed with light.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Yeah, that
come
was-
after me and then after Coronis.
Okay. Oh, because you have intrinsic light. Okay.
And I have a torch.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Coronis, well, Angus, Coronis, and Brandonis, you all got to go, but I'll say Angus goes first.
All right. I will move.
Okay.
And
I'm so sorry. This thing should totally be Red Skull.
yeah, I'll prep a thrown
So that's,
sword if it gets close. Or I'll prep an attack if it gets close.
Cool. Throwing sword or attack? Melee attack.
If it gets within melee range, I'll attack it. That's what I'll prep.
Okay. Cronus.
Okay. This is the first round of combat, so I get 5 AP, so I can attack 3 times.
Okay.
Finally, that thing I tried to do before.
Brandon, is your light permanent? Like, can you? Is
No,
there
I could just put it in my backpack.
Because kind of what I want to see, I want like if we can chuck like the torch onto one of like these other like areas, and then will it like go after the torch? We just pot shot it for a little bit.
I'm willing to try.
Connor, does that hit?
15 to hit.
Yeah.
No, glance is off. Oh, mental. Yes, it does hit. Sorry.
Perfect.
Cronus, are you willing to try that?
Yeah, I'm willing to try that.
Try what? Putting the torch down?
No, chucking the torch into
throwing
one of
it.
the other platforms.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Great.
What do I need to roll?
To check the torch, a finesse check. The check DC is pretty high because you're talking about throwing it like 40 feet away, a lit torch. Just as a note.
Yeah, but if
Back.
worst case it goes in the water and goes out, and then I'll throw the dagger.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
I feel like throwing a dagger 40 feet is like very doable.
Okay. Yeah, Cronus, it's gonna go out in the water.
All right.
Okay. Brandonius, it's your turn.
Great.
Oh wait, no, Cronus, that was only 2 AP. You still have 3 left.
Yeah, I do still have 3 left, so I will do a consistent attack. Or no, I'll just do 2. Yeah, I can do 2 more.
Okay. That will hit. You can only do 1 more, right? Because you could use 1 AP to throw something. No, you can do 2 more. Never mind. I get what you're doing. I'm tracking.
I can do
Keep
2
going.
more.
Yep, keep going. Cool.
Nice. Like 60 damage.
You've dealt 55 damage to it, which is reflected
Hell
on
yeah.
its health bar.
Well, you can't see its health bar.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Ah, I see. And it has 3 wounds.
Yep. Okay. Brandonius, it is your turn.
Great. I am going to scoot up to right here.
Okay.
And then I wave the little light in front of him, and I
Mhm.
throw it over here.
Okay, great. I want you to know that this is exactly like a scene in Jurassic Park. And I
Oh
love
shit!
it.
Yeah.
It is 100%
Yes.
a scene from Jurassic Park. Great. You throw the light, and it goes over here.
Boop.
I gotta make that much dimmer. It automatically defaults to 2020, which is unfair. Okay. Cool.
And then I will prepare an action to artery strike if he comes over here, like within reach.
Okay, sounds good. It then
And I
becomes the
dodge.
Berserker's turn. Okay, great. The Berserker's turn. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna battering ram into this wall. I smash into the wall so hard it
Oh.
smashes open. And I gonna have to outline this. But that becomes a big ol' crater, effectively, in the side of this wall. And that is one action. The light sinks into the water and it devours it. That'll be a second action. Please remove the glowing knife from your party supply, as it has been eaten by the Berserker.
Oh.
No.
That feels fake, but okay.
Oops.
What did you think was gonna happen?
That's fair.
But it would run over there and be like a cat with a laser pointer. Like, why would it eat a knife?
Because the laser pointer is a bit of light on the ground. If it was a glow bug, the cat would eat it.
Can it take like a point
True.
of damage for eating this piece of glowing glass?
I actually accept that entirely. I think it should take more than a little piece of damage. Brandon, this is a glowing magical piece of like divinity, right? So I think you should do 5d10 damage to it.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Hey, good
Persistent.
idea.
Sick. All right.
At least it did some
Persistent.
damage on the way out.
Okay. I'm then going to turn around. Whirl around at you, Brandonius, because you're closest.
I don't know why he can see me. It's dark.
Yeah, I actually need to check that. I see. I whirl around and I look in your general direction, but then I freeze, pause, and then don't move.
All right,
That's ominous.
Ulysses, your turn.
My turn will end. I'm gonna hold an action.
All right, I'll be back in a sec. I gotta grab a drink.
Okay.
I
Ulysses,
don't
it does
like that
become your turn.
monsters are holding actions.
It is your turn, Ulysses. The creature is not attacking or moving. It appears to be like trying to sense the water.
Well, I can shoot it.
Okay.
I will automatically crit. I'm also using head strike.
Okay, awesome.
Will automatically hit. I do crit though.
Yeah, great.
Perfect.
What's your crit damage?
Well, give me a moment to roll that.
Sorry.
Good.
53. Okay, 53 damage. My reaction attack will trigger. I'm going to move 35 feet directly towards you.
Wow.
35 feet directly towards you gets me directly into the square currently occupied by Angus and Coronis.
This will trigger my reaction.
It will. He's starting straight towards you. I'm going to trigger both Brandonius's and Angus's reaction attacks. Angus, are you going to use your reaction attack?
Have you guys seen The Punisher?
No.
Or are you going to try to dodge?
I have not seen The Punisher. I
I'm
guess
just picturing this guy yells like Frank Castle yells when he's like running, where he's like the.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'd probably rather dodge.
Okay, just curious. I need you to make me a finesse check using your reaction attack to attempt to dive away if you do. And Corona, same thing. You may use a reaction attack to
nope.
attempt to dodge out of the way.
Bad.
Okay?
Yes, please.
Okay.
What do I roll? Finesse?
Finesse, yes.
Plus proficiency or no?
Finesse, it's a finesse check, so yes. Okay, got it. Coronis, you managed to dodge aside. Angus, you failed to dodge aside, and you're going to take 28 damage. Only 10
All right,
since
I
the
did
wound.
wraps. All right, gotcha.
You get chunked.
Cool.
And then he's going to end his turn here, having smashed into the side of this wall.
3, 4, 0. Let's roll a d6.
Cool.
3. What's a 3?
3 on the wound. I believe it's an arm. I don't think you like that, but I think it's an arm.
Well, throwing my sword is a 1. Oh, wait, no.
It is an arm. No, it's still two-handed.
It's still two-handed. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah,
I can
it's
make
an arm.
it work.
Okay, that is an arm. Okay. So it smashes into both of you. Brandonius, I did trigger your reaction, which was to give it hemorrhage, right?
Yeah, it needs 4 finesse checks.
Ah, that's me. Right. Okay, got it. He's charging in blind lines. I don't recall how finesse he is. Not very.
Yeah,
The
that
feeling
makes
I'm getting
sense.
from this is we
Bless
might
you.
be able to get somewhere by kiting and just hoping for the best.
I think the other strategy is
He's
that we should be
fat.
hiding in these pillars, because as soon as he runs into one, he breaks it but like stops. So if we get
Oh.
enough pillars between us.
That would make a lot of sense, actually. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I'm good with trying that.
If we can
I
embed
am-
Ulysses Esquilla in the far corner, just stand there and shoot.
Angus, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah. Then I will.
Only 1 level of hemorrhage after you said he's not that finessey.
Yeah, I rolled 2 nat 15s and a nat 17 now.
So I can disengage and then get.
Sure you want to disengage? You don't want to just have him stuff?
I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not like that stupid. I can
Yes,
disengage
thank
it
you.
here, and that's my turn.
Okay, great. I can't even see where you are now. Where are you?
That's what I wanted.
Oh, you went to the other side of the water. You
Yeah.
swam away. You gotta roll me a swim check, Doc.
No, I don't. Wait, do I?
You get advantage of it, but you gotta roll me a swim check to swim, and you move at half speed in the water. Put you back here.
Wait, okay, then hold on.
You've been banished.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have to roll swim. You get advantage
Half
to swim
speed
checks.
in the water.
Move at half speed in
Even
the water.
with my fish boots?
Yes. You just do a better job of moving at speed and at your, you just do a better job.
Okay.
Wait, how do you just do a better job at moving at half speed? That doesn't make sense.
You get advantage on the survival check to be able to move at half speed.
Ah, okay.
And this triggers once you get into the water, so you can move just normally up to here.
Oh, also,
and
so,
then-
Connor, what was the mechanism this thing used to make the attack? It used its reaction to do this weird charge thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'm just not gonna bother disengaging.
Okay. Sounds good.
So starting from here, can I then use an AP to try and... Can I use like a body action to try and jump like an appreciable distance into the water to try to skip some of the half speed?
Yeah, that is, I believe it is, jumping is what? There is a... Jumping in combat. As a boost, you can hurdle 5x feet, which is your finesse. So what is your finesse?
It's 0.
Okay, you move 5 feet. I think it minimizes. It's min 5 feet. So you can jump 5 feet into the water.
As a boost to a move. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
But that does mean the first 5 feet isn't treated as
yeah.
difficult. So you can get to here. You can get to there fully, and then the rest of it,
So
you have to roll me a survival check to be able to swim.
All right. Well, I will be doing the thing held for advantage. It's power, right?
Mm-hmm.
And power and proficiency. All right.
Power and proficiency, and you get an advantage.
Cool.
Cool. You're fine.
Yeah. So
You
hold
move at
on,
half speed.
I'm just doing
So
the
you've-
counting. The ruler
You
tool
moved-
disappeared. There we go.
You've moved 10 feet so far.
This will get me up. Getting to the edge will get me from 10 feet to 50 feet, and then I have another 10 feet left. Okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
Cool. So I can end there.
Awesome. Okay. You are going to trigger as a second reaction attack.
Well, that's bullshit. Okay.
I thought you would think that.
Dick.
I rolled a nat 1! No!
That's what you deserve!
But yeah, that's fair, I do. He misses, but he does have 2 reactions, just so you know. Coronis, it is your turn.
Okay.
Does he have 3? Why don't we find out?
So are we doing the pillars thing?
I hard committed to it.
Okay. I will
Feel free to also leave me
hard
to die.
commit.
I can take pot shots with my swords. Or with a chuck in my sword, I guess.
I will disengage and then move. I can't see the grid lines because of the low light.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. 5'10".
Oh yeah, arrow keys just works for this instead then.
Yeah. 15. 20.
Okay.
And then
water, right?
and then water. Yeah. So I need a survival check.
Okay.
You can try, if you have any finesse, you can jump as a boost to your move action.
Ooh, I like that. I will jump as a boost to my move action.
Okay. What's your finesse?
My finesse is 2, I believe.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.
So you get to there. You're now in the water. That's 30 feet.
And I shall swim.
Cool. The 30 feet is movement. You rolled a nat 20, so you've critically succeeded. That means you get to move at normal speed. But you've already fully completed your first move action. Because the
So I will.
boost jump distance does count as movement.
So then I will just complete my second move action. Hold on. Gotta measure. To there.
Cool. Sounds good. Great. Okay. I'll put that. Yeah, cool. Okay. Brandonius, it is then your turn.
Okay. I suppose I'm gonna go. What's going on with this whole rocky thing over here?
That is now water, because it smashed into the wall and destroyed the wall completely, and now there's just water here.
Okay. Well,
I guess we do
has
need
that
to find a
has
way
that
to...
destroyed this one too, or just this one?
It destroyed both. It did destroy both of those pillars.
Sounds fake. Okay.
We do need to make sure we have a way to get Ulysses over here safely.
I mean, we could just run far enough in and yell. It can't see us. It just hears us.
Yeah, okay. Works.
Yeah.
Let me get you a swim check.
Thank you. That is good. You move at half speed in the water.
Yeah, I get to hear. Takes 2 action.
Cool.
2 move
Great.
actions, but and then I guess before I go, I hit it with some rocks, whatever my little skipping stone thing is, since he's used up many of his reactions. It's I need a reflex, or not reflex, finesse.
Okay, I failed.
Great. Take that, you bitch. It takes 4 damage.
Okay.
But it took that damage notably from this direction.
Yes.
And then I ran away.
I'd lash out and thrash a little bit. I'm gonna give myself vision and just make sure that nobody is. Yeah, ain't nobody doing anything. I am gonna hold my. I'm gonna hold 2 actions.
You can do that? Oh, you have 2 reactions.
Because he has 2 reactions.
Reactions. So yes, you can.
Yep.
I hold 2 actions. And end. Oh, I did take the finesse damage. Okay, and then end my turn. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to take a 5-foot adjust diagonally backwards.
Okay.
Then fire.
Okay, great. You rolled a hit.
Yeah.
That hits, but does not crit.
Good.
This needs to be boss music. What am I doing? I'm so sorry. There we go.
41
damage. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be boss music now. I don't hear anything, but there it is. The swell.
I hear it.
Okay, great. I did take the damage, and then in reaction to that, I'm going to expend one of my attacks to charge. And I can charge. Perfect. Charge directly up to you. I climb out of the water onto the rooftop and scramble across the rooftops, denting them but not destroying them because I've climbed onto the rooftop. And I end my action right here.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe the reason these pillars are here is because the berserker can't move between them. Then.
Or it can smash them and then things go bad for it.
Angus, it is then your turn.
This was somewhat of a mistake, because now there's nothing I can do.
I guarantee you that's not true. I can think of a couple things you can do. I know that's foreshadowing, but
I mean, there's like still the whole fire looking thing over there to the side, but then also you could worst case light a torch and it would come running after you.
Do I have I think I have a torch. I have one torch combat ready.
reminder that that fire looking thing is not there.
Oh.
That is the egg crochet that the berserker came out of. Marked it with an X. It's gone. I can update this map, but I think I'm going to wait until this combat's over since you guys are destroying a bunch of walls on the map. So, it'll be good to do an update after this.
Yeah, I will... One sec. Measure. Cool, I should be fine. Yeah, I'll go ahead and light a torch.
Great. I'm going to immediately move my full move speed towards you.
Yeah.
When you light the torch...
Do you move at half speed in water?
I don't, because your GM hates you. Okay, I move straight towards you. This thing is swim, dude.
Yeah, so I've got a... I mean, so can we.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're penalized at half speed for swimming, and you're like, yeah, I can swim, so it moves at full speed. What is this bullshit?
I mean, it's...
doesn't it? Hold on, it should trigger an attack of opportunity for leaving Ulysses' range.
It does, but
no, but I have a
Ulysses is holding
crossbow.
ranged weapon.
Crap.
So yeah. Anyway, Angus, you are now holding a torch. That is one action. What do you do with the rest of it?
So I can't decide between chucking it over here or chucking it way up north. Anyone
Up
have
to you, man.
thoughts? Or chucking it over there. Don't know.
I think you will learn either way.
Well, it's functionally impossible for me to fail chucking it north.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the move?
Okay, ping me where you want to throw it.
Literally, I'm gonna try to bounce it off this. I'm gonna try to, like, bounce it off this wall. Like, as far as I can throw it level.
As far as you can throw it straight up?
No, level.
Level?
Forward?
You need to ping on the map.
I did.
Oh, okay, way up. Okay, got it. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Okay, you probably can't throw it that far.
I am the most athletic person who's ever lived in the Dread Pits. I probably can.
I'm going to let you throw it a number of feet equal to a brawn check that I'd like you to make.
Or a number of feet or a number of squares? Because, like, a
Number of
toddler
feet.
can throw a baseball 30 feet.
You're holding a large torch that is lit. You cannot throw a large... It's not aerodynamic. A toddler cannot throw a lit torch up 50 feet.
Alright, but me as a non-athletic adult can definitely... I can throw this torch 50 feet. Not
In the
being
words of Mike Gundy, he's a man.
Do you want it to stay lit? Because you also got to throw it in such a way that it stays lit instead of going out.
I have wild doubts about the...
I feel like we're gonna get in the chat like in 3 days, like a picture, like a
I'm
video
gonna,
of.
No, you're gonna get a video of me throwing a goddamn torch 60 feet down the street.
Alright, throw me... But it better be lit, Matt. If it's not lit, I don't want to see it.
Have you ever tried to put out an actual torch? It's difficult.
However, if it is lit, I will note that we are in a red flag warning, and you will get a visit from the cops.
Yeah, exactly. Get in the comments, YouTubers. Your GM's being
It
mean.
takes a significant amount of effort to put a torch out, and I don't think you can throw a torch in such a way that puts it out unless you throw it into water.
Well, let me check the
Whatever.
rules here real quick. Throwing
I-
a torch.
According to the AI overview on Google, no, throwing a torch generally won't put it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, It's a torch. I was a Boy Scout. I know fire.
Well, I'm still going to allow it to be thrown equal to your brawn check. For now.
Mighty Brawn, I believe in you.
Alright, so then I will say that I pulled out the torch as a boost to this brawn check, so I can save an AP.
No, that's a one-armed action.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought pulling something that was... I thought it was a boost. Oh, no, dismissing my Fatebound thing is a boost. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Alright, I gotcha. Then let's...
But I think you still got 3 AP, so you can still use the other 3 AP. But...
I'll use 2 of the AP to chuck this.
Okay.
Plus 12. Oops. Plus 12. Alright, 29.
Okay, I'm going to round up.
And then I'll use the rest of my AP to just generally get a little bit out of the way.
Okay. Cool. That's a bummer. Okay. All right. So that is that. We then go to Cronus. There's now a torch on the map.
All right. Hold on, I need to measure this because I can't see the squares. Okay, yeah. I will do damage to this thing to hopefully draw its attention.
Okay. 19 will hit. 14 damage. Cool. Okay.
And I will do a consistent attack.
Okay.
Wait, no. No, I can just do 2 more normal attacks.
Okay, that'll hit.
I keep screwing this up in my head every single time.
No, you're good. Okay. That'll hit 2. All right. You guys have done a lot of damage to this thing. 250 approximately. Okay.
You sound surprised that we can deal damage.
No, I think you're doing very well. I just, it's got a lot of beef. Okay. Brandonius, it's your turn.
Distance, so I'm gonna head towards the light, as all good advice usually encapsulates.
No, that's true. Super accurate. Always good. Especially when a wild berserker is charging directly at the light.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Best time to move.
Great idea.
Did it take its bleeding hemorrhage damage?
It did, yeah. It was
Okay.
4. You rolled it. And
Gotcha.
then it lost it.
I moved to here, and then I moved to here.
Okay, sounds good. Berserker's turn.
And I dodge. And yes.
Okay. I'm going to charge into the wall here, smash into it, and get to there smashing. And
What
then,
what's being held up
Alright,
by these
so-
pillars?
these pillars, it's a great question. I'm glad you asked. These pillars hold up little like gazebo stand structures up top here.
See, here's the thing. If it brings down the roof on us, it also brings down the roof.
Well,
And
that's what
I-
I'm asking is this actually going to bring down a roof?
In fact, I need to remove these because they're gone. It brings down these. It is going to immediately continue charging in a straight line all the way to the torch, charging through all of the pillars. It charges through both pillars. And it's bringing down the roof around it for sure. So all of this area is becoming difficult terrain.
Is it taking damage as the
Dealing
roof
damage
falls
to
on it?
itself.
That's a good question. Let me check. No.
Okay.
I'd like to file a complaint.
I think that's super fair. But
If only there was someone who could who could help you with that.
yeah, exactly. Your complaints are filed away. I can handle your complaints, but not during the session. I will handle your complaints after the session, by which time Matt will have written a journal article about how far a torch can be thrown when lit.
I just
And
like, gee willikers, yes it should. Anyways.
yeah, gee, man, I agree. I'm fine with that. All right, let's give somebody roll me 4d10. I'll do 2d10 damage per pillar it destroys. I think that seems fair.
Angus, you threw the torch.
Yeah. What's up? Sir, I'm doing
Oh,
research.
40-10.
I knew it.
I will so just rudimentarily the large like an absurdly large wooden torch weighs about 5 pounds, and AI stuff seems to think that the average healthy adult male can throw a 5-pound stick end over end between 30 and 60 feet.
Okay, so you think 2x your brawn would be more fair?
I think that's I think that's believable.
I take what you mean. I have a mechanical game concern about that based on the way I've written this monster. Based on your research, I'm going to allow it once and see how it goes. How's that sound?
Well, it's not like we can do it again because we don't have any torches now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You are wasting torches. I should reflect that in your party supply.
I only had the one torch prepped.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that. Okay, got it. Well, the Berserker's turn has ended.
So your negligence has killed us.
Devoured the torch. Ulysses, it is your turn.
How much damage does eating a torch cause?
Yeah, I want to see this thing
actually.
swallow
That does not do
3-foot long
anything to
stick.
It crushes it in its jaws, and its mouth flares with fire as it does. It seems to be thrilled by that. The torch actually is written in. Great. Yeah, fair. Ulysses, it is your turn. Do I have a Ulysses?
Yes.
Yeah, if you just
That's
want to
good.
like,
It's
get
just
to where
I'm
you
in
can
very
pot shot
high
it.
levels of darkness, which makes
Yes.
things hard.
yeah,
Mhm.
Especially because very far away, and I
Yeah,
walk
it is.
slow.
It's got 95 feet.
Would I be considered dark enough that it's like total darkness and I move at half speed?
No, it's just dim.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wait, that's 4, 6. Okay. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. You hit, but do not crit.
Wait, no, that's false. I need to make an actual roll because I moved beforehand.
Oh,
So I disregard that.
okay. I see what you're doing. Okay, got it.
Because I just defaulted, but since I ran
Right.
up,
Yep.
I only have 2 AP to attack with.
I'm just happy to take the first two, which would be 3 and 18, and then 18.
Yeah, and
your
I get
modifier
plus
too.
10, so...
Yeah, so 28 would hit.
Okay. So then it's... Here's damage.
Okay. Cool. All right.
and then taking the mass difference into account, if you would believe that I could try to throw it like a javelin, it should be somewhere
I don't
between
believe that.
80 and 120 feet.
I think you have to toss it in a way where it's flipping.
Yeah, I don't think you could
so.
throw it like a javelin.
Yeah.
I don't think you're throwing
No,
it. like
that wouldn't
it's
work.
not aerodynamic. enough.
Unless you set a javelin on fire.
I accept.
Which
I accept.
you could do.
30
Yeah, I
to
think
60.
I think twice a brawn check is pretty reasonable.
I think it's reasonable narratively. I think mechanically, I have some concerns about what that does to this monster. But like I said, I'll allow it once now that you've done the research.
Also, is the like turn tracker thing still up for people?
No, mine.
Oh, there it is.
Now
it's Angus's turn. Sorry, I didn't realize it showed for you. I was trying to clear out map space, so I removed it from me. But I didn't realize it did the same for you. Angus's turn.
You know what? I don't know where anyone else is, which is not incredible.
You see that thing.
Well, I do.
In fact, it should emanate a low glow now that it's
eating wood.
now that it's eaten fire.
Okay.
There you go.
So everyone else who went before me, where did you guys move to?
You can't say, because I mean, you guys could shout. if you can see Angus, shout where you are.
Honestly, if I'd been paying
But you-
attention rather than doing stick throwing research while people were taking their turns.
I
I don't actually
can't
think.
see.
I think you guys have all ran out and scattered across the map narratively, so I actually don't
Okay.
think. But I mean, you can hear Cronus just to the south of you,
Okay, I will do
and
a.
Brantoni is somewhere north of you.
Oh, my arm is injured though. I have to do backup plan. Okay. Gonna be boost one last chance. All that
There's a
jazz.
giant gargoyle behind you on the rooftop too. I forgot to mention that earlier, but giant metal gargoyle.
You mean this thing?
Yeah.
Can this thing climb?
Can the berserker climb?
I'm gonna do something really stupid. All right,
Okay.
I am gonna get up on here.
You're gonna climb?
Yeah, I'm gonna climb it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a body check to climb
Oh
up
wait,
onto the
no.
top of it.
Hold on. I have to do this in an order. I'm gonna throw a
Okay.
sword at. I'm gonna throw the sword at this guy first, which
Okay.
takes 2 AP.
Okay.
And nothing of interest for it tragically. So it's a D20 plus 5. Crit. Hell yes. All right.
Yep.
That is 48 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna run up in here, which is another AP, so I have 1 AP left.
Body check to climb to the top.
Yep. And I'm going to prep jumping off back over like here-ish as a reaction.
How are you gonna? You can't prep jumping off because you use your last AP to climb up, right?
No, that was only that was
Oh, 3? Okay.
yeah, that was 3 AP.
Cool. You're good then. Okay. Angus, you are up at the top. Cronus, it is then your turn.
Does everyone else want to hold their stuff until after the? Can you hold an entire turn? I forget.
Yeah, you can hold an entire turn to anywhere you want on the turn tracker. You just can't loop more than once.
All right, everyone want to hold until the berserker hopefully tackles this thing out into the water, and we get to take a pot shot at it again.
Okay.
Why is he glowing now?
He had a torch.
Oh, and okay, sure.
Are you guys, Cronus, are you holding your turn until after the berserker?
Wait, so
Yeah, I can hold
Angus,
my turn.
what's your plan here?
Well, so Connor told me this is a big stupid metal thing,
Gargoyle. Yeah.
and I just did
Ah.
damage to it, so it's gonna charge at me,
Okay.
and hopefully it
Uh,
knocks itself back. It gets out into the water.
it
It gets delayed getting back up to any of us, so hopefully we get to take pot
Well-
shots.
Do you have strategy? Does anyone have strategy?
No.
Okay. Got it. No further comments. Cronus, are you gonna hold your turn until after the berserker? Angus is shouting for that.
Sure.
Okay. Brandonius, are you gonna hold your turn until after the berserker?
Sure.
Okay, it is the berserker's turn. The berserker is gonna flail wildly a little bit, and then stop moving. I'm gonna hold 2 actions.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't have any actions to hold, Matt. And on my turn, I don't move towards whatever last hit me.
Oh.
I only do things towards light. That's what I've done so far, anyway.
I
You
totally
go based
misunderstood.
on sound.
I totally misunderstood that then. Okay.
No problem at all. But that's why I was asking for strategy, because I would have given that to you, but your plan fails as a result of
Okay,
that.
well, I tried.
Wait, I got you. I got you. On my turn,
Mhm.
I run over to here. It's after the berserker now, right?
Yep.
I run down to here.
2 actions.
Angus, your reaction is just to jump off it when he comes running at you?
Yeah.
Great. I throw a rock and make it go plink.
Okay. It whirls around, but it doesn't use its reserved action.
Okay. It doesn't care about us anymore, guys.
Okay.
I carry on with my day. I go this way.
You go which way?
Stand turn. Okay.
Go to
Cronus.
right. I can go. Oh, I'm not done moving. I can go to right here. It's all the total
Okay.
of my action between the two.
Cronus, it is your turn then.
I guess they'll follow Angus.
Okay.
If we don't fight him, he won't fight us.
It does
So
kinda
far.
sound like that's what might happen.
Pacifist run. Dread Pits.
Dread Pits Pacifist run.
Yep.
That's Coronis's turn. Oh no, that's one move for Coronis, right? Or two.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to do with my turn, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Wait. I'm confused as to what the plan is. I don't know how I can contribute to the plan.
I think what Brandonius has suggested is not hitting it. Angus is standing on top of this gargoyle, hoping it will come after him, but it has not yet. With sound plinking off of it, it has not come after him. And yeah.
I mean, okay, so it's almost his turn, but that's Angus's turn.
Angus goes before it, yeah.
Yeah,
Angus
it
goes
seems like
before the
this thing
Berserker.
doesn't do anything actively. It only reacts. It actively goes after light. It will react to damage given to it, but that's.
I'm going to shoot it.
You're gonna shoot it? Okay.
Yeah.
You
Hey.
critically hit. Okay, 54 damage, and I'm gonna use my reaction to streak directly back towards you. Into the water. Angus, it's your turn.
All right.
My assumption is since it's called Berserker, once it loses a phase, it'll like be more murdery.
Yeah. That was my thought.
Oh, that's a good point. Actually,
Just like a Berserker Rage.
Yeah, one sec. Let me pull up the ruler again. It's like here-ish. Okay. I need to get to there. Was that close enough? Yeah. Okay. So that was 1 AP to move. So it's out in the water, right?
It is now, yeah.
So it will. Dang, I kind of forget how this worked last time, but getting like charging from the water up onto the land, it'll get a little bit. It gets a little bit delayed, right?
It gets a little bit, but it has not been much yet. So it's been doing that pretty cleanly.
Yeah.
Flopping out on the land.
Right, but so there's a pillar in between. It's gonna have to get through a pillar.
That hasn't been slowing it down at all, but it is taking damage.
Okay. Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Cool.
See what happens. So I'll use my other 2 AP, I guess the rest of my AP to make a singly consistent thrown attack.
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh, nope, that's the wrong roll. Ignore that.
Okay.
It's plus 8. Right? Double checking. Yeah, plus 8.
Yep. Yeah.
And then a crit check. Cool.
Isn't it plus... No, isn't it plus 5 because you don't have your proficiency either? Goes from 11 to 5. We had that conversation. You'd still hit.
Are correct.
You do still hit. I'm just...
Sorry, it goes from 11 to... It goes... Yeah, sorry, you're right.
It goes from 11 to 5,
Yep,
but you do still hit. I
All
just
right.
want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Yep, I lost it there. 2d10
cool.
and
You're good.
2d10 plus 5 again. Okay. Yep. Cool. 18 damage.
Okay. I take 18 damage, and then my reaction attack will trigger, I will steamroll you.
Yeah.
And the tower. So I do roll my 2d10 from it hitting the tower or the pillar.
Cool.
But then and then 12. Okay. And then are you going to try to dodge, or are you going to hold your ground? You'd expend your reaction.
What happens if I try to hold my ground?
You stay where you are, and you will take damage. It can be helpful if you're trying to like stab it when it comes close or something like that. Although in this like if you want to hold that reaction for something else, basically, you take the damage now, but you can do it. You still have a reaction.
No, I'll try to dodge.
Okay.
It's a finesse.
Yep.
I still get proficiency.
Yep.
All right, 17.
Let me check. Check DC is above that, so you are going to take
Garbage.
23 damage.
Oh.
Gets smashed into this pillar over here. And it is now my turn. I see nothing, and I start flailing about in confusion for a second, and then I go still. Brandonis, it's your turn.
So we have to kite it into the pillars. It's definitely a good move.
So I'm curious what these broken dudes are here.
This is a big statue. It is partially collapsed, but the like wall plinth behind it is still plated in like the in gold. And it is a statue of a lucky fox, like a springing copse, like a whole bunch of foxes springing out. And there's like what looks like a fox goddess of some kind that is crumbled onto the ground here.
It looks like it has horns.
The statue?
Yes, this one.
Oh, this one's also a fox statue, actually.
Oh, all foxes.
All foxes on this roof, it would seem.
All foxes all the way down.
And then the gargoyle.
Okay. Well, he's a little too far away for me to be too helpful, but suppose I'll switch daggers, or actually, no, I can just pull out. I'll just pull out one more dagger that I've had on my belt, so I have two for the options of that.
I should say he did hold 2 actions, just to be clear.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I? So I'm gonna I don't know what the range on throwing a dagger is. What is the range on throwing a dagger?
It's in here. Let me check.
Like 20 feet or something?
It's more than that. I think it's either 30 or 40. I think it's maybe 40. 40.
Oh,
so
he
can
only
I
runs 35.
So if I were to run to here and throw and be like continuing my movement to over here, is that something I could do?
Yeah, you can split movement with a throw.
Great. I'll throw from the edge of my range, which is kind of right here.
Clarifying question. Do you mean finishing your movement before he gets to take his reaction?
Yeah, it's a good point because you will trigger as soon as he
does. So my point was to throw the dagger as I'm running, and like basically I throw it, and as it's flying through the air, I have turned.
Right.
So like it would feel it coming from that direction, and then I would be over here now.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You missed though.
Think.
Okay. That was a move. That was a hit. What else?
I think that's all my actions because I had to grab the thing off my belt.
Got it. Coronis, it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry.
Grabbing a dagger off your belt. Sorry, grabbing a dagger off your belt should be a boost. It is not very clear right now on what things are can be pulled out quickly, but a dagger is one of them. A dagger and dates are the main 2 right now.
Oh, so, then I guess I'll just have pulled out another one.
Cool. Okay. Cronus, your turn. Sorry.
So I have fully lost track of where people went.
Love it. Beautiful. There's somewhere beneath you.
Okay, great. I will just move vaguely diagonally downwards.
Okay. You don't want to go light a torch? For any reason?
I don't think I have a torch.
Devastating.
Okay. Are we still attacking this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm so sorry, Cronus, before you go, he'd trigger the reaction attack. It did move 35 feet in that direction. Oh. And so I forgot to do it, but he will also trigger your reaction attack. But Cronus, at the start of your turn, he's there.
Okay.
Angus,
well, then I will not
your
move
reaction
there.
Yeah, I used mine to dodge. So
you used your reaction to dodge. Also, it would have been really weird because then he would have started moving, and then you would have attacked him, and that would have he would have triggered a second reaction attack.
Well, that was what I was
break his
deciding
ankles.
between when I was deciding whether. That's what I was thinking about when I was deciding whether or not to dodge.
Right. Fair. Okay, Cronus, you've moved. What else do you do?
I will attack and then dodge.
Okay.
I'm going to consistent attack.
Okay, great. You hit. Okay, 18 damage, and that triggers his second reaction attack, which is to charge 35 feet in a straight line. Let's see. In this particular instance, he's going to hit you and another pillar. So, Coronis, you need to roll me 2d10 of damage, which is what is dealt to him from him running through the pillar. Great, 11 damage. And then you need to tell me if you're going to expend your reaction attack for the next round to try to dodge out of the way, or if you are going to eat the damage. Okay.
Oh, I'm definitely using my reaction.
Yeah, that's fair. You have 6 health. I forgot that. Okay.
Yeah, I have no health.
Right. Cool. Roll me a dodge.
That's finesse?
It is, yes. You managed to dive out of the way, which is good because that guy definitely would have turned you into a paste otherwise. Like full
I had a feeling.
Just gone. Yeah. And I've exhausted both my reaction attacks. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can shoot it. Okay.
You can shoot it for free now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It can't get you.
Yeah.
The Berserker can't hurt you. It isn't real. Great. Well, you hit a wound.
Berserker can't hurt you. It's already hurt other people.
Yeah, I'm going to roll a d6.
I don't think that's how it works.
I can't focus. Or I get... focus becomes a thing. Okay, it roars.
That sounds useless.
Roars in agony and begins twitching faster.
Yeah.
It was twitching?
I mean, it's it's kind of a twitchy thing. Yeah.
Okay.
There's all these tentacles draped off of it, and they're sort of twitching angrily. Ulysses, you have absolutely nuked it down to... It's at 3/4 health. Let's go! Okay. Angus, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Actually,
Huh. Okay, well, we'll
yeah,
do the
that is
attack.
3/4. Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll do a... It has no reaction, so we'll do a doubly consistent attack, and then I can run.
Okay. Cool. You sure can.
And since I'm doing an actual melee attack, I get all my actual bonuses back, which is going to be D20 plus 11.
Okay, that'll hit for sure.
Cool. And the damage then is 2d10 plus 8 still. Jeez. Cool, 27 damage.
Nice. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
And I will run... Oh, it's a size bigger than me, so I can move through it, right?
You can.
Is it difficult terrain, or is that... Only
I
when it's the
believe
same size?
it's 2 sizes larger than you, so you can move through it without it being difficult terrain.
Cool. I end up... here-ish.
Cool. Sounds good. Berserker is going to hold 3 reactions.
Oh, God. Okay.
And it is twitching faster. Brandonius, it is your turn. If anybody has strategy, it would be immensely helpful, though I don't think you do.
I just feel like we're making a very strange amount of progress.
You were doing it way better than I thought you would do already. Yeah.
Well, there doesn't appear to be anything that is beneficial about any part of this map necessarily. So, and I can't seem to make it go this way, and also Coronis is in the way. So,
Sorry about that.
it's good. I just don't want you to get run over.
I mean, at this point, if I get run over, I get run over. It's fine.
Let's see. Well, I don't think I have anything that is productive to this fight whatsoever, because you basically have to be a ranged character, or you just get run over anytime you hit them. So I'm going to stand over here in the darkness and make a funny face at it and dodge.
Okay. Got it. Cronus, it is your turn.
Okay. Is this thing directly next to me, or is it one over? I
Directly
can't
next
quite
to you.
tell. Huh?
Directly.
Okay. I will disengage and run away.
Cool.
It's
Sounds
no
good.
longer glowing, so it might not be able to even see you.
Oh, I guess I never I never really checked what my actual sword throwing range is. I've just been assuming it's 30 for some reason.
I think it is 30, actually.
Is that like written somewhere?
Let me check. It's should be. But let me confirm. There's the ability that I thought you took that lets you, like with like the throwing of the weapon.
Oh, yep.
That's the one.
Okay.
I don't see it, but
Hunting.
that's
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
also
it.
Looking.
So anyway, Cronus, it does not use its reaction attack on you when you move. What do you do after that?
So I know I can't 5-foot adjust on a move action. Can I 5-foot adjust on my attack?
No, you can't 5-foot adjust on the same turn you move.
Oh, on the same turn. Okay. Yeah, then I guess I just attack it from here and hope for the best.
Okay.
It'll be a consistent attack.
Cool. You definitely hit.
Can I please roll a 20 if I'm gonna keep rolling 19s?
Cool. You hit for 21 damage and trigger its reaction attack. It is going to move 45 feet directly towards you.
Wait, I thought it could only move 35 feet.
It could before it took a wound. That is correct.
Does it
Great.
truly know the direction of a? As it approaches me, I use my reaction to move 10 feet out of the way.
Beautiful.
But can it really tell the direction it's being attacked with a mental attack?
Mental attack
Yeah.
requires a verbal component.
Hmm.
The left side of its head hurts.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does, but Cronus also has to shout for that to happen. Okay, Brandonis, do you have a reaction ability to move 10 feet?
Yes.
Okay, great. No following questions. Cronus.
Once per turn, as a reaction to a creature ending a move action within 5 feet of me, I can move 10 feet in any direction.
Got it. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, Cronus, I need you to use your reaction to dodge at risk
please.
of being turned into a smear on the ground. Great.
Well,
okay.
bye guys.
Yeah, I believe that is it for you. However, also roll me 2d10 damage. For hit slamming to the pillar. Great. Takes 13 damage as it smears your body against the earth. That was your turn, Ulysses. It is your turn.
Hunter, I think we've been screwing up.
Okay.
I can't put anything
How?
in the rules that should let me throw my sword.
There's an ability for it.
I don't see that ability anywhere.
Okay.
I definitely didn't take it.
Okay. Okay.
If it exists.
I did think he took it. Okay.
I'm not convinced
Well,
it exists.
Okay.
I'm shooting.
It definitely did.
I'm damaging.
Great. 39 damage. It is going to use this reaction attack to run directly towards you, 45 feet.
Yep. But luckily, I'm outside of range.
And it's going to smash through 2 pillars, I believe, to get to you. So roll me 4d10 damage. That's going to come here. Cool. 28 damage. Okay. Angus, we can resolve that. I'm going to let you do it for the rest of this combat, and then we can figure out afterwards, if that sounds good.
Yep.
All right, I've got a new plan, guys. That we'll kill this on our next life, but I have the plan for how we hunt this thing.
Okay. It is. Oh, whoops, sorry. Ulysses, you have gone. Angus, it is your turn.
I think part of the plan is I take strategy instead of sailing.
I think it doesn't matter what we take as long as we have 4 crossbow wielding.
We don't have 4 crossbows.
We have $1,300 or $800 remaining or something like that.
You definitely combine with crossbows.
So we could buy enough crossbows to stand about 100 feet apart from each other in a square. Queue up all of our actions to be whenever they are almost out of range, you shoot them, and then basically he just keeps using all his reactions to run in a square inside of us.
Okay.
All right.
I would need a sentinel for that.
Yes, but we could all just borrow Maya's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
So-
see. So you are. I'd have to get up here-ish. That'll take 2 moves. All right, well. Yeah, move 1 gets me there, and I am 35 feet away. Oof. All right, well, second move is I'll just get up here.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I have a just a normal attack because I have
Okay.
a injured arm.
Just checking, you do remember that this thing still has a reaction attack, right? It has used 2. Of
I
3.
mean, what else am I gonna do?
No, you're fine.
It is.
I like your
going to kill
gargoyle
me.
plan where you stood on a gargoyle. That's just me.
Yeah, every like idea I can think of is some like, hey, let's let's ask the GM to make up a weird rule for this idea because it's not like a thing in the Dread Pits.
That makes sense.
Are there any, could I have like, hold on, let's go back for a second. Can I have, is there like a rock I can pick up somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, the whole ground is littered in them. I actually was supposed to make him difficult terrain when he destroyed a pillar around it.
Okay.
But I haven't been doing that because I forgot until it was too late and you guys were all like in the middle of it, so I'll do it next life.
Okay.
But it should be difficult terrain everywhere he's been destroying, so there's plenty of rocks.
Does the difficult terrain affect him?
It would not affect a creature as large as him, except for in the squares where the pillars are.
Okay, but so there's rocks. How far can I throw a rock? Like 45 feet?
I think it's still like 40.
That's
Like effectively, you can throw a rock further, but effectively to hurt something, like 40 feet.
I guess we don't know what happens if you just like bonk him, but not in a way that causes damage.
Brandonius did that, didn't he?
No, he pinged a
Like,
rock off the
bounced it off the
statue.
gargoyle. That's right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just, jog over here and just try to generally chuck a rock at it.
Okay, great. Roll the hit. Same, like, no proficiency, no power.
It's just a flat d20 because I also don't get any of the weapon bonuses,
You do add your finesse.
which is 0.
Okay, then the water plinks into the water, or the rock plinks into the water. Berserker.
My entire turn. Yeah.
Great. Berserker's gonna float into the water, and I'm not even gonna move because I have to preserve 3 reactions. So I preserve 3 reactions. Brandonius, it is your turn. You have somewhat left the combat. What would you like to do? Do I have a Brandonius? I bet he can hear me. Brandon! No, that worked. Well, I can come back to him. He's not gonna talk.
Brandon.
Yeah. Coronis, your attack, I think I'm gonna go to you.
Okay.
Cronus looks kind of dead on my screen.
Yep.
Oh, Cronus is dead. That's right.
Yep.
I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
I was about to say, I was like, I might be
Oh.
wrong, but I have a giant red X on me.
That's
so.
right. And we really need Brandon to come back because
Yeah, I don't want to go yet.
Right, not without. Yep, for sure. Okay. Where did Brandon go?
I don't know.
That's frustrating. Okay. Do we think he lost internet, maybe? I mean, he's still here.
Still in the call, right? You
Yeah.
drop out of the call
Yeah.
if you lost internet.
Yeah.
It's not like he's muted or anything
Yeah.
in the call.
And he didn't say BRB either. This is
No, I
atypical for
don't know.
Brandon. Okay. Well, let's take 5 then, because I don't think there's anything else we can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool. I'll see you guys in 5.
sounds good.
I've been receiving checks from charge swaps on a weekly basis. Let me show you. Here are a few of the checks that I receive as proof.
So I think what I'm going to do is I will semi-reveal the heart of the deck.
Would you call it the heart of the cards?
Why would I call it that?
I'm just curious.
Oh.
It's just a
Blue
weird
Eyes
thought I
White
had.
Dragon was arrogant, right? We're not okay with that. I'm like, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
Leave this in. The truth is out
his
there.
mind.
All right, are folks all back?
Hello.
Hello. All right, it is Brandon's
Hello.
turn.
Well, I guess I will come over here.
We are
Can I
wrapping-
throw? Can I throw a dagger from a range that's beyond the listed range?
Let me check. I do think there's a rule for this.
You roll a d20 to hit, and then you roll another d20 to subtract off of your to hit.
I think the
That sounds
It's
perfectly
very
punishing.
Dread Pitsy.
yeah, I think the you get disadvantage if you try to throw further than your range is what happens.
Okay. Well, I'll stand right here and I'll
Makes sense.
throw. I can get 40 feet.
Cool. 40 feet is in range. So.
Yes. I was deciding where I wanted to stand, and this kind of worked
Got it.
out anyways. I doubt that hits, though.
15 does miss. Yeah. It'll plink into the
Yeah.
wall. Okay.
I guess I just start banging things against walls, trying to make noise to make it upset or something.
It does look bothered, visibly, when you do that. But it doesn't charge from at the noise.
Yeah, I don't have anything else I can do, so.
Okay. In that case, we'll go to Coronis. Coronis is dead, so we go to Ulysses.
Oh, I can't really shoot this safely. And how close
You could shoot it
is.
unsafely, though.
You can prepare an action to use all 4 of your actions when it moves more than 50 feet away from you.
That's true, you can do that, actually. Or you can just hold its turn until... Hold the turn until after Angus or something.
I mean... But if I hold it until after Angus... Doesn't really mess with overall turn order that much. Because then Brandon baits it, Angus... Yeah. No, because I would be the last one to hit it. It doesn't really matter who's the last one to hit. Yeah, I'll just hold until after Angus.
Okay. Angus, is then your turn.
Alright, just a second. Alright. I'm gonna pick up another rock and chuck it.
Okay.
Except this time, I'm gonna use all of my AP on it.
Okay.
You're
Actually,
gonna
wait,
throw
how
a
far
rock,
away
but
am I
really
from it?
good.
How far away?
You are 45 feet from it.
I'll 5-foot adjust as a boost then.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Jesus.
You still missed. I'm sorry.
That was disgusting.
I'm so sorry. You chuck it with all of your might, and it clatters off one of the pillars.
You
and
throw it like way too far, maybe.
Yeah, it just like soars over its head.
And he's like, yeah, someone should get the MLB scouts over here.
Yeah. Okay, Ulysses, it is your turn. That didn't help much.
That didn't have the intended effect.
It was a morale booster more than anything else.
Yeah.
So it doesn't react if I just like shoot other things.
Correct.
So I doubt just shooting a crossbow bolt at a pillar would break said.
Pillar?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because of like physics.
So Brandonius has pointed out you guys can technically walk away.
No.
Yeah, if we walk away though, we might as well also just like go to lay down and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
For me, this is sort of we might as well get ourselves to the next lives.
By fighting it to the death.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a chance we could
Because it
do
also
that.
helps us learn.
Yep.
It does. It also is affecting the map. So, as you guys have been crushing through these pillars on the top of this marketplace.
Oh, what is horrible though is I guess every pillar we destroy here we can't use in the next time we fight this thing.
I feel
That's
like
true.
something's gonna happen when we destroy all of them.
Yeah, I mean I think that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, something's gonna come crashing down.
That's a very Pokemon Gen 3 boulder puzzle kind of thing.
Boulder puzzles.
Cool. Ulysses, I would like to know what you do.
So I'm going to move. So it gets 45 feet of movement. So that means it'll be right next to me, or does that mean it'll hit me? Since I'm 45 feet away from that right now.
You're 45 feet away. It can move 45 feet, so it'd move into your square, so it would hit you.
Okay, that's not good.
Although it is penalized slightly by climbing out of the water. So it might not.
Ooh. Penalized, if it's even a 1 square, I'm not gonna get hit. So I am then just gonna shoot with my 2 remaining actions. And I'm not gonna use head strike.
Okay. Cool.
I'm assuming that misses.
Yeah, that'll miss. Sorry. I thought that was damage for some reason. I wasn't even thinking of it. Yeah, that will miss. Okay.
No, that is damage. That is damage.
Yeah. That will miss. And then we go to the Berserker's turn. The Berserker is going to hold 3 actions. Brandonius, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go get the octopus thing and make it fight the Berserker. So I head this way.
Awesome. Cool. Great. Trying to set up Godzilla Mirth versus Mothra. It is.
Gosh, what if we had stuck the dagger in the jellyfish?
The jellyfish glows in the dark, dude.
Oh, oh, well, yeah, okay, let's kite the... Wow.
Cronus, you're dead. Angus, it's your turn.
I feel so stupid.
We just needed to pit the 2 of them against each other.
God.
The power of
How
teamwork.
far? It's like over here-ish, right? Somewhere in this territory.
Yeah, I'll get there in like 2 turns. Just, you know, don't let him kill me, I guess.
Yeah, where are you, right? Where-ish are you? Okay.
I do a lot of yelling as I'm over here.
Great.
Say, I'm right here right now, but I'll be running to the east.
Alright, I'm also coming in this
I just hope it doesn't speak common or whatever language we speak.
I'll
7
prep an
feet
attack
to
if
the
it comes
north
over
of
near us.
you.
Alright, Connor, that's my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Ulysses, it is your turn.
So
I feel so stupid. Holy hell.
I think
I'm
so
safe
funny.
to shoot it right now.
That's unbelievable.
You gonna shoot it? Roll the hit.
Yeah.
That
Let's
hits.
roll the credit.
Yeah, roll the crit.
Yeah.
I will charge straight at you, but get right within 5 feet of you as a reaction to the damage you're about to deal it. 49. Okay. It is then my turn. I'm going to hold 3 actions. Brandonius, it is your turn.
All right.
And I am out of the water right now.
Okay.
I don't like that you brought that up. Anyway.
I feel like it's gonna be something like it can feel us in the water or something like that.
Can feel you.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in the water.
You're gonna move at half speed.
Actually, I'm just gonna adjust that slightly so that I'm over here. Staying further away from him. And that's what I got.
Okay. Just as a note, Brandonius, from the water here onto this building, this roof is too high to climb up onto, as are these walls. You have to find one of the, like, this space right here, for example.
I can't come up over here?
You can come up over there, yeah. But not onto the red roof.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna just go over here.
Cool. Cronus, you're dead.
I just need to get it around this corner.
I'll remove from the turn tracker. Angus, it is your turn.
I do think it's very funny how you come around every time and go, wait, nope, never mind.
Sorry, do you want me to keep you on the turn tracker and keep doing it?
No, you can take me off. I'm just
leave her.
So I can move 20 feet this direction.
Okay.
and then
Climb on the
20
gargoyle, right?
total feet into the water.
Okay.
Actually, as a boost to a move, I'll have gone 5 foot in.
Okay, and then roll me the survival check.
Oh, right.
And you do get advantage, don't forget, because you're strength boots.
It's just plus power and proficiency. I need to stop asking.
It is.
All right. Well,
You are good. You can move at half speed.
cool. I get there.
Okay. Cool. That's Angus's turn. Ulysses, it is your turn. It is right next to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna disengage,
Okay.
That feels
which
smart.
takes 2 of my actions.
Oh, because your body and legs are the wounded things?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I'm gonna spend some time running away. Anyway, everyone else is going that way.
Yep. The Berserker is going to... I'm going to drape my tendrils into the water. No, there's no reason I would. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold all 3 actions. Brandonius, it's your turn.
I don't like that you started doing something and then we're like, nah.
Brandonius,
Yeah, you were
fine.
about to reveal something.
Then there's no reason it would.
Yep.
Also, I like you said, oh, you won't survive, but it looked like we're gonna survive, and not even because we were wasting time. We've just been in
know.
combat.
Yeah, you're
We're
actually
not dying.
been awesome. Cronus, you're dead. Angus, it's your turn.
Still dead.
Still
dead?
So, Connor, question about terrain. Am I reading it right that like this territory, this is like I would have to climb up into here?
Yeah, and you can only climb up on the like port looking part, not the walls. They're
Right.
too high.
All right, then I will continue following Brandon. I got 40 feet.
Cool. Don't forget to roll me a survival check to make sure you can.
Wait, I get 30 feet.
Okay. If you roll me a survival check.
Yeah.
You're absolutely good. Okay. Ulysses, your turn.
Well, I'll spend some more time running.
Okay.
And
Cool. That is your whole turn then. So then it's the Berserker's turn. I am not doing anything. So it's Brandonius' turn. I do think, actually, since it's been a full round where nothing has happened to the Berserker, I'm going to slink back into the water.
I don't like that, but
And
sure.
then when I do that, I will, because Brandon was right, I will notice Angus at that point. And I will move.
I'm running
45 feet to here.
interference.
Well, no, you're in a straight line with me.
Well, you should fix that.
You're attracting it.
Let's see. I slink back into the water, so that is my full move, and I'm focused on Angus. Brandon,
All right.
this is your turn.
I'll just start circling like a listing boat.
I did not reserve reaction attacks. Oh no, I do reserve one that time.
I can see it. I wave.
Okay. The underjelly makes a little bloop noise. Bloop.
Aww.
I say, kill it!
Cute.
Kill it!
Cronus, you're dead. Angus.
Thanks for
Is your turn?
continuing to remind everyone. All right, so how? Connor, it moved like 40. It
It moved a lot.
I'm going to be able to hit it on my turn,
Okay, you are?
and then it will come back towards me.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold... I might just hold my turn until...
After Ulysses?
Yeah, until after Ulysses.
Okay. Then Ulysses, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to. I can just like target a corner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just need to be. But if I foot adjust like that, I'm dropping off the ledge.
You can 5-foot adjust to the right, right? Isn't to the right still within...
I'm checking.
Oh, it's
No,
85
it's not.
still? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you're
It's a
exactly 5
diagonal.
feet too far from it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. You could 5-foot adjust towards it while falling into the water. I'd allow that.
How far of a drop is that?
5 feet. You fall into the water 5 feet below you.
Yeah. I don't like that, but I don't have any other option. Can I do that as a boost?
It is a boost to your... Yeah, it is a boost to your to hit it.
Will you be able to climb back out?
I mean, in the sense of, can I do that with a 5-foot adjust and not like a move action where I boost to go down something?
I'm more meaning like if you boost and fall in, can you climb back out on your subsequent
It's
turn?
only 5 feet, so I'd presume I can.
You
as part
should
of a
not
move action.
actually. You should not actually be able to, but I have been letting you guys climb back out of the water in here. This is the. I messed that up at the beginning of this combat because you guys have been climbing back out of the water onto this rooftop, and you should not have been able to. So no, you will not be able to do that.
Okay, so then no, I am not putting myself in a little circle of water that the monster can run around and chase me in.
You could swim under the rooftop through this hole now, though. That now exists.
Yeah, but I can't get back on it.
Not this roof. You'd have to go to this one, yeah.
Yeah. Feels very terrible to use a move action just to move 10 feet.
True.
I mean,
What?
if you can't 10-foot adjust,
It's what I'm doing. Yeah. In range now. Okay, you're getting shot with 2 actions.
29 definitely hits.
Which is unfortunate because my damage is greatly reduced.
Yeah.
But my goal here is just to hit and lure it, so.
True. You do 17 damage. It's going to use its reaction to charge directly towards you. It's going to slam into here. Because it's in the
Oh
water.
no!
That slams into here. And then creates another hole. But that ends its movement. It is going to take 2d10 damage if you could do that to me.
Yep.
For it smashed into the wall. And then it's the Underjelly's turn. The other Titan.
This is like the new Donkey Kong game.
Yeah. The Underjelly is now going to go. It's going to bloop its way over. Oh, Brandon.
Yes.
You can see that the Underjelly is holding something glimmering that appears like metal.
Guys, he's got a knife.
It's gonna float
No!
Oh no, he's
If
No,
it's
back.
everyone watch
Start
out!
shooting. Bang, bang, bang.
gently towards you, but does nothing else.
Okay.
Pull it, ambulance!
While I'm like
For me,
treading
it's
water
for the
here,
berserker.
while I'm treading water here, I'm like giving it the hand sign of like, hurry the fuck up. Like, let's go a little faster here with a little more urgency.
It's a jellyfish. What do you expect?
It's like a very peaceful, angelic.
It moved
looking,
10
like-
feet.
It's peaceful. It's a happy jelly. It's
It
not.
tried to kill us last
moving
time we
at us.
saw it.
You went to its pool.
Okay, so
I'm in its
maybe
pool. I pee in the pool in front of it as a threat.
As a
maybe
boost.
dragging the berserker over there is a better move than dragging the jellyfish over here.
That's true.
Loop its way this way.
that might be
just a little more.
faster.
Angus, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll
Can I
head
give Beyond the Grave strategy advice,
generally
Connor?
back this way. I've got 40 feet of movement and I gotta roll again.
You're heading towards the berserker.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you got really
not
quiet.
doing that.
No, I'm just curious. It just wasn't what I thought you were doing. That's all. It's perfectly fine to do.
I actually have
A good
no
idea,
idea what I should be doing.
You should go stand right over here.
I want to get back on top of the. Yeah.
Just stand on the gargoyle.
Yeah,
Just
alright.
getting on the gargoyle.
Cool. I'm still
Perch,
not,
perch
still
like
not
a
drowning.
gargoyle on the gargoyle.
Yeah.
Okay. You're still not drowning. You can move over to here. You swim up to the gargoyle. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah. Oh, and
Okay.
I'll get height advantage for throwing shit at it.
You will actually, for sure. I can sense you in the water.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Got
So
hit,
I'm gonna
though.
swim over to here.
Got hit, right? So would it do that?
It got hit, but it's in the water. It got hit and it moved towards you, but now it's in the water and there's somebody in the
Okay,
water.
yeah.
Oh,
There.
Matt.
I'm dead, right?
I used 1 AP. I've got multiple left. I think the question is, am I gonna slam you?
Is the gargoyle going to be destroyed or not?
Yeah, that is
That's
sort
the
of the
real.
question.
That's the fun question.
Is am I gonna? What are you doing, Angus?
Desperately trying to climb the gargoyle and get out of the water.
Okay, so you're directly climbing the gargoyle.
Yeah.
All right. Because I think that I'm 99% positive this is gonna kill you, I'm gonna do a narrative thing.
How about you roll damage privately and then do the narrative thing?
No, it's much funnier if he doesn't.
I think it's gonna.
That's
I think
fair.
as you're trying to desperately climb the gargoyle, tentacles are gonna try to reach up and try to grab you off of the gargoyle. So you can either cling to the gargoyle. No, you can use a reaction attack to try to cling to the gargoyle, or try to dodge the pin that it's gonna try to give you.
Well, I have no finesse and I have a lot of power, so.
So you can cling to the gargoyle as
Cling
it
to
tries
the
to
gargoyle.
drag you off of it.
Yep.
All right. Roll me a power check, and I'm gonna roll a power check.
Can I roll brawn?
I will allow it.
Oh, I got. That sucks.
Have you used your automatic success?
No, I haven't used any of them because it was exclusively freaking finesse crap last go round.
Okay.
Alright, I choose to. Well, I guess I can't choose to auto succeed. I can just choose to re-roll.
No, it is
you
auto
choose to
succeed now. That's
auto-succeed.
how
Oh,
it
then I
works.
do
Succeed
choose to
now.
auto succeed. Okay.
Okay, you auto succeed. So you're clinging to the gargoyle as it's trying to pull you into the water.
Mhm.
I need you to make me finesse checks against 6 levels of pin.
Christ, I just fail.
Roll it anyway.
I can guarantee
out.
I just fail.
I'm sure that you will, but
That
1,
could have
2,
been so much worse. I take
4.
3. Okay, 4.
4 levels. 4 levels.
Oh well,
of
there should have
pin.
been a plus. Well, no, there shouldn't have been plus proficiency, I guess.
It's plus your proficiency. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus 3.
All plus 3. Yeah.
Okay, that's still 4.
Ouch. Okay.
But so he's got 4 levels of pin. He's going to try to rip you off as he smashes into the wall all at the same time.
Sounds like he might be
Angus, I'm almost
overcommitting
positive you're
himself.
going to get smeared here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you are going to take 24 damage as you're smeared, but then the gargoyle is going to fall on you and the berserker at the same time. Because you've been clinging to it so tightly, it rips out of its mounting and falls into the water on top of it and you. So 24 damage from it ripping you and slamming into you, and then you are going to take an additional 27 damage as the gargoyle smashes into you from the top. But then I also want you to roll me 8d10 damage against it.
Cool.
Because you're dead.
I mean, yeah,
But
the
it
first thing
also-
killed me. I had 11 health.
Well, for sure, yeah. But so you're ripped to
It
shreds.
slams your lifeless carcass into the gargoyle until the gargoyle breaks.
Exactly. But the gargoyle's also broken off into the water. You're dust. Chum fills the water.
I'm just imagining one of those crappy, like, rock climbing boards at like a municipal pool being pulled down.
Chum fills the water. It is Brandonius's turn.
I make frantic splishing and splashing to get its attention.
You fully have its attention. It is also ran out of actions, so it does not
I
have...
then frantically swim to a spot nearby.
Okay, great. Do it. Oh, you have to roll. Thank you. You are going to move. Each move action is no more than... Oh, no, 10 is passed. Sorry, you're in still water. So you're good. Half move speed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I get to right here, and I look at the underjelly, and I like do like the eyes thing where I'm pointing at my eyes, and I point at the berserker, and I eyes berserker, eyes berserker.
Beautiful. Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Can't wait for you to start saying that Angus is dead every round.
You are all dead.
You're all dead. Just Brandonius and the underjelly. And this, Ulysses
Brandonius
is actually
and the
pretty
underjelly, my favorite one-hit wonder band.
Wait, yeah. If the underjelly starts fighting the berserker, that would continue after we've died. So how would that work?
Yeah. I'll roll through it, and you guys could sit here and watch, or you could go home. I'm going to roll through the full combat is what's going to happen.
All right, guys, I'll see you in a couple days.
Yeah, so I'm just like rolling dice on the Roll20 page.
Yeah. Well, I think I would want to stay for that to make sure you don't cheat.
That's fair. Ulysses, it is your turn right now.
Yeah. So we wanted to get it towards the underjelly, right? That's the general consensus.
That is Brandon's goal.
Yeah.
Brandon, do you want help?
Because the underjelly moves really slow.
Yes, I don't know what you could do to help at the moment. My thought is if you want to run up to kind of here and like be prepared to start shooting once the underjelly like starts fighting, I'm gonna try to stand out of the way mostly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to move to here and then use my second action to move to like the very edge of that ledge here. Just so that I can on my next turn swim across.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually if you want to, you might be able, can you reach from there? Can you shoot him from there? Yes, if you wanted to shoot him with your remaining actions. He's
no,
more
I don't
concerned...
have any remaining actions.
Oh, lame. Okay.
Yeah,
because I used both of them to move, and also I want to get him to be moving in the right direction towards the underjelly, and now is not really productive to that because the underjelly.
He cares more about the water than he does about the land, though it seems.
Yeah, but what I can do is get like here or here, start shooting.
Cool.
That'll move him generally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because...
Do I share a language with the underjelly?
What languages do you speak?
Whatever the basic one is.
Bushu? No.
Mushu?
Bushu is the basic language.
Bushu.
Yeah, Bushu.
Okay, sure. Does it speak Bushu?
It does not appear to. Look, man,
Lame.
I got so much lore. We're playing a very combat-heavy game. For it to, none of it's coming out, but
I want to know all the lore about the underjelly once we're done.
I have lore about the underjelly too. I have immense underjelly
reading.
lore.
It's just called reading the.
Kenbor?
That's just called reading the Dread Pits book.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can't do that.
Not yet. Once you beat the Dread Pits, it's all yours. Okay, it's the underjelly's turn. The underjelly's gonna float.
That's the reward we get is the book.
Edge of the.
Hey, that works for me.
It's gonna get to the edge of the palace, Brandon, and then it's gonna hesitate there, and not come further. However, you're gonna hear a loud screeching noise from the west as it rounds the rooftop corner, and the berserker can now see it.
Go get him.
Yes, they don't like each other, huh?
Angus, you are dead. It is the berserker's turn, and the berserker is going to move in a straight line towards the underjelly. I can move in 2 moves. I can move 90 feet. I'm going to head straight towards this and smash into the end of the palace. With my second move, man, I am gonna have to do a lot of work on this map after this session. That is destroyed. Brandon, since you're the one trying to manipulate this underjelly, can you roll me the 2d10 for the damage that it takes from that? Thank you. 17 damage. And then, by the way, you guys have done 750 damage to this thing. Okay. That was my turn. I've moved twice. That was 3 AP. I can do one more thing, but what else do I have? I have nothing. So I'm going to hold one action to reaction attack for something. Brandonius, it is your turn.
Great. I am going to delay my turn. Actually, no, I'm going to swim.
Okay. Yeah, you move just fine.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out where I want to go.
Okay.
And I dodge.
Okay, sounds good. Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it's your turn.
So, I'm going to get into some water. Is this a wall? Like, is this a wall?
That is a wall, yeah. But you can climb onto it. It's not. It's like a rim, but it's not, there's not a roof above it.
Got it. Could I conceivably shoot over it?
Yes, you could.
Okay. Got it. That's the main thing that matters to me.
You'd have to climb up onto it, probably. Actually, it's probably like 10 feet. But it'd be a body action.
Changing the rules on me.
It'd be a body action to climb up onto it. So, and then you could. Yeah.
Lovely. The answer is it's not really feasible. Anyway, I am going to that's my so the first 5 feet of my move action, then I have to make a swim check.
Yep. You're looking for a 10. You are fine. You move at half speed.
So then I get 15 more movement, so 1, that's 10, that's gonna be 15. And I can just move 1, 2,
pull yourself out.
3, pull myself out, and then I get 5 more movement.
Cool. Okay. Underjelly seems nervous. What do I do?
Poor buddy.
I do the eyes thing again, where I'm like, look at me, look at him, get him. What's going to be fun about this whole situation is when we don't kill him, and all of our allies and all of our mechanisms for killing him have been defeated, and then the game is now impossible.
Right, we've used them already.
The Underjelly is going to move up, and I'm going to force the Berserker to make wild checks against 6 levels of Frenzy.
Oh my.
It is not very smart.
I mean, it's the Berserker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of Frenzy. There's it is. 5 levels of Frenzy. That was 1 move, 1 action. This is about to get complicated. And then I am going to try to give it 4 levels of Hemorrhage. And it's got 5 levels of Frenzy, so it's going to take -5 to every roll. It is... Okay, cool. So I take 4 levels of Hemorrhage. That's all of that guy's turn, and then it is Angus, you're dead. The Berserker, it sees bright light in front of it. It is going to attack bright light. I am going to slam the thing.
This is what really determines what's going on, is how quickly does the Underjelly take damage from this?
Mm-hmm. I am going to slam it twice, which is all I can do on my turn. I hit it at least once. Do I hit it a second time? Yes, I hit it both times. For a total of 90 damage. And that is the Berserker's turn.
Like 3 turns.
It is gonna help.
Oh.
But the Berserker did start with 4 levels of hemorrhage. And it's an enemy, so it takes 44 damage at the start of its turn. And loses 1 level of hemorrhage.
My god, it does a lot of hemorrhage damage.
It did, yeah. And then it's going to do that. It's a stinging jelly. That is the Berserker's turn. Brandonius, it is your turn. It is fully focused on the light. It could not care less about you anymore. The Berserker, I mean.
See. Well, I guess I'm going to swim.
Okay.
I'm going to give the Underjelly some flanking.
Yep, it's flanked.
And I'll try to stab him.
Okay, great. You're now friends with the Underjelly.
Against mental.
Against mental? Okay, sounds good. You stab.
Right.
No, isn't the dagger that's mental eaten by this thing?
No, that was the light one.
No.
Oh, okay.
The
I didn't realize
mental
they were different.
dagger is
I thought it was the same one.
Magic one.
I'm
no,
so
it's
sorry.
like the cudgel thing.
How come you guys remember that, but not how to move out of a closet? you guys know every dagger in this game. Oh, okay.
I deal a whopping 8
8
damage.
Cool, great. Okay, Cronus, it is your turn. Cronus, you're dead.
Still
Ulysses,
dead.
it is your turn. This is a good recurring bit, but also an accident. It'll be a move and a body action for you to get up on top, Ulysses.
Move. Body.
Yep.
Okay, that's my turn.
Oh, those are both. Yep, I forgot. Underjelly's turn. This guy has 5 hemorrhage. I am going to. Oh, this is the time. Okay, I'm gonna give it. Let's see. 20. My. Okay. I give this thing 3 levels of pin. So the Berserker cannot use its arms or legs. And then I'm going to use all of my focus on the Underjelly to mind meld the thing. It is going to make a wild check against my DC. The Berserker's conditions all become enduring, so they do not reduce at the end of its turn. And then I'm going to sting it, I think.
I like enduring hemorrhage on the Berserker. That sounds great.
Okay, I sting it. It hits. It is going to take. This really truly has become a Godzilla versus Mothra fight, and I'm here for it. It takes 28 damage. Angus, you are dead. The Berserker immediately is going to take a bunch of hemorrhage damage. 44 more hemorrhage damage. And then I have all this pin. I can't use my arms or legs. All of my abilities are arm and leg abilities. So the only thing I can now do is body checks against this pin. And so I'm going
love solving encounters.
And I have 4 levels of frenzy. So I am going to just roll a d20 and try to beat an 18. And I'm going to do that twice. Oh my god, I got an 18! And then I got a 2. So I've reduced my pin by 1, which gives me 1 arm. And 1 arm is not enough. So that is the end of my turn. None of my conditions reduce. The Berserker is tangled up in the jelly at this moment. Brandonius, it is your turn.
Great. It's
This is
all
going well. Brandon, this is going well.
It's hemorrhaged, but which means I can't do any additional hemorrhage, which is really most of my thing. But
Habit.
If they're knocked prone, does that hurt you, Ulysses?
You can't knock it prone in the water because it's treading water.
Well, how was I knocked prone in the water?
You were dragged into the water by feet first by a tentacle and were being dragged underwater. Narratively. If you do that to him, good. But you're blade dancers. You like sweeping their feet.
Yeah, but I could chest stomp him.
All right, I'm gonna allow it. He's huge, so he still gets 2x advantage against you, but I will allow it.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm upset about this situation, but it's fine. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stab him a bunch because there's really nothing I can I can do that's helpful.
Okay.
And that's not useful. Yeah, it's not useful at all. Okay.
You hit. Surrounded. Cool. Hits. Okay.
1, 2. I think I can do 3 attacks, right? Because my first one is not exhausted. I have the thing that makes it not exhausted, so I can do a second one, and then I can do a third one.
You're attacking with one-handed actions. You got 2 arms, so. Oh,
Yeah, but one of my arms is exhausted already.
Yeah, you can do 3 then. Yeah. Okay, that still
just
hits
use-
because he's
yeah.
surrounded.
And
Okay.
it's mental.
Yep, right. Okay, Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn. And then we have hit time. I'm happy to keep doing this. I'm having a great time. But we are getting late. So if, after Ulysses' turn, you guys need to pause, I'd be happy to pause.
I think I'm good.
Yeah,
for
I
a bit.
don't need
I'm
to
good for a little bit
go.
more.
I'm
You
good
good
for
for
a
more?
little bit more.
Okay, got it.
Sweet. Let me go grab some more water. You guys keep going.
Okay, cool. Ulysses.
I'm
for it.
going to use my final head strike
Okay,
and attack.
cool. You critically hit.
What?
Twice.
Do I get extra for?
You do not. I'm really toying with the idea because there's a lot of ability, like stacking advantage is a huge thing in this game. But right now it
Like,
breaks.
I get how that would totally break everything, but also I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Yeah, it is extremely cool. But yeah. But not yet. 56 damage.
56 damage.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Underjelly's turn. Underjelly is going to simply sting him and maintain focus. And so, oh, is this thing huge? Oh, it is huge. This thing should be larger on the screen. So sorry. It is a full ass titan. Okay.
Oh, what? This is just Attack on Titan, guys. We have a
It
big
is.
monster running around trying to destroy the walls.
Where are the zip lines?
We're not allowed to have them because it would break the dungeon.
No, because Connor hates us. That's why we're not allowed to have them.
You haven't tried to get a zip line, in fairness. You are.
can't
I think
get
that should be our
rope.
next mission.
How are we supposed to get a zip line if we can't get rope?
You have rope. You just don't have
We have
enough.
a little
to make a
bit.
zip
We
line.
don't have enough, and we
Yeah,
can't
a
buy
little bit.
more.
It's true. Okay, I'm maintaining focus, and I damage it twice. I've broken through to the Berserker's next level of wound. It screeches again, and the
So can
Berserker.
my next character?
Oh no, the Berserker.
Smithing.
One of the Berserker's arms is exhausted.
Can't
Yes!
the Berserker,
Ah.
like,
I
drown or something?
I'm screeching. It is the Berserker's turn because Angus is dead. The Berserker is going to take a whole bunch of hemorrhage damage. 46 hemorrhage damage. And then the only thing for me to do is try to roll against the pin. Okay, I did reduce the pin by 1. And then that gives me the ability to use my arms. And now I don't care. I'm going to just attack the Underjelly. Yeah. I rolled a nat 1. Wow. Okay. Brandonius, it's your turn. This strategy, Brandon, is working a lot better than I thought it was going to. I gotta say. You hit
Was
twice.
this not the intention?
It fully was not my intended plan for how to deal with the Berserker. I really like it.
I'm confident that I hit 3 times because that's against mental.
Against mental, that does still miss. 13. Oh, but it's surrounded. Never mind. So it does hit. You are correct. I'm wrong. Okay.
Because we're officially allies with the jelly.
Yep. Okay.
Like every time I'm just like on the back, I've like flipped the dagger over where it's like just pointed down. I'm just stab, 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 and then I look around the side of him and I look at the Underjelly and give him a big thumbs up with a smile, like, yeah, we're buddies. See, we're doing it.
The jelly is locked in mortal combat. Tentacles wrapped around the Berserker's tentacles.
It's got like 8 tentacles. Surely one can
Oh
give me
my
kind of
god,
thing in the
no,
back.
hold on. Oh,
slam into each
there's a
other. The
picture I need
building
to
itself
find.
under them like
Aw.
rumbles. Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Also, Matt, I sent you my next concept art if you want to look at it.
Hold on, I will look at it.
I'm
in just a sec.
shooting.
Okay, Ulysses, good thing you automatically hit. No crits
Well,
though.
the 17
go.
doesn't include my plus 10.
In the active
Right.
game chat, there is my take on this fight.
I really want to use Midjourney on this, but wow, okay. Okay,
That's what I was imagining.
cool. Under Jelly's turn, I am maintaining focus and slamming twice.
We need to get Rick Plaza involved.
Instead, we're just
I
a
don't know
bunch of
who
shitty
Rayquaza
13
is,
we're
but
just a bunch of
Rayquaza needs
weird
to get over here.
13-year-olds who are questionably involved in dogfighting.
Okay, less damage this time. Oh, no, wait.
Sorry, how did dogfighting get brought into this?
What do you think
Pokemon.
Basically
Pokemon is?
Angus,
Pokemon is
you're dead.
dogfighting.
Berserker's turn. I'm going
Canonically,
to...
the characters start their adventures when they are 10 years old.
Yeah.
I hit once only against the greater Underjelly.
Oh man, this is such a cool fight. I love this is accidental. Or
the damage.
unintended, I guess.
I'm gonna use one last to reduce. Okay, I do reduce my last level of pin, which means at the end of my turn, my hemorrhage will drop by 1, and my frenzy will drop by 1. But I forgot to do the hemorrhage damage, so that is another 60-10. So I do take another 30 damage, 31 damage. Brandonius, it's your turn.
Great.
They're smashing into each other. You hit twice, but that 9 actually misses this time. Even with surrounded, even against mental. Okay, Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn.
I'm shooting.
Yep, you hit. Okay, cool. It is the Underjelly's turn. Oh, I think the next thing for me to do is I'm just going to try to attack it 3 times, I think. Imagine if you guys had to fight the Underjelly. Okay, great. So that's...
This is why we're pitting the Underjelly against the other guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then we're buddies with the Underjelly, and it can help us.
I do 71 damage to the Berserker. That's my whole turn. Angus, you're dead. The Berserker's turn. The Berserker is immediately going to take 40-10 hemorrhage damage. There's 20 hemorrhage damage. And then I'm just going to slam the Underjelly twice.
Did the Underjelly not try to pin it again?
It didn't. It tried to attack it, and it's going to pay for that. So, helpful lesson for it. There's a reason why that is, and I can explain it to you. It is because its other conditions are deprecating enough, so it wants them to go all the way down so that it can reset them, reapply them.
Just don't quite kill me, please.
Because it wants to deal more hemorrhage to it. The math works out better for it to let it roll out and just deal damage to it until they go away, and then reapply everything.
That makes sense.
What about it dying?
What about, well, that would be bad, so.
Yeah, it's like, don't Underjelly. I like lean around to the Underjelly, and I'm like, stop letting it punch you in the face.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Can you see its health bar?
You can do calculus.
Yeah, it's like dead.
Calculus doesn't involve your death.
Well, it hits its first wound. So you guys can see that? Yeah. No? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, okay, and the Underjelly is going to hit its first wound. Oh, shit, it takes 1 level of permanent exhaustion. Okay, Brandonius, it's your turn.
Okay.
Those all hit.
It'd be really funny if we had a Sentinel who could use call points to give their AP to the Underjelly.
It would be great.
Would that be allowed?
Yeah, of course.
Because we're allies.
Standing around it being like,
Right
give
now
us your power.
Right now it is your ally. Yes. Okay, cool. You dealt damage to it. Ulysses, it is your turn. Cronus, you are dead.
You know what I'm doing.
Yep. Well, you hit, but
low rolling.
Low rolling. Okay. Underjelly's turn. I'm just gonna attack it. I can only attack it twice now because of my wound.
Stop doing math.
I do
Hit
critically
it.
hit on one though, so that's nice. I do 78 damage, which does hit the berserker to its final wound, and the berserker is going to take a final wound. It can't. Its legs are exhausted. Fortunately, I don't have to move very much to kill.
You don't
the
have
berserker,
legs. You have tentacles.
The berserker did drop to there at the end of its last turn.
Oh, wait, no, you
Underjelly's
do have
gone.
legs.
Angus, you're
Legs,
dead.
berserker.
Berserker is taking 7 damage only, and then is going to slam the Underjelly twice. I hit both times that time. For 120 damage. Brandonius, it is your turn.
I look around at the Underjelly and I say, "You made a bad call."
It does lose its last level of frenzy and its last level of hemorrhage, and then it is your turn, Brandonius.
Great. I think I just keep stabbing it. There's not much more I can do to be helpful.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. We're playing a numbers game now a little bit. 23, 37. Okay, got it. Okay, Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, you guys, when you say sentinels, you mean
Right.
soldiers, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
I confused them.
Okay, Underjelly is now going to try to give it a lot more hemorrhage.
Is that a spirit bomb?
Yes.
Okay.
3 levels of hemorrhage, and then I'm going to try to give it also.
The 90s.
Great. I'm going to give it 3 levels of pin again. It cannot make them enduring in the same turn because of its wounds, so that's my whole turn. Angus, you are dead. It's the Berserker's turn. I'm immediately going to take 10 levels of... Okay, so I take 33 damage. I can't use my arms or legs, so all I'm going to do is attempt to get out of that. And I am going to... Okay. Go once and pass once. So I'm going to drop to 1 level of pin. My hemorrhage is going to drop to 2. I'm going to lose my last level of frenzy. At the end of my turn, Brandonius, it's your turn. The Underjelly has fully tangled itself around the Berserker, and the Berserker is just ripping tendrils of the Underjelly off itself in like a frenzied panic right now. That's its whole action. Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn. See if you can kill it. You guys have done 1,640 damage to this thing so far.
I looked at earlier in this.
A portion of that has been the Underjelly.
Oh yeah, a ton of it.
About 45 minutes ago in this fight, I was like, I'm gonna go get my big water, and and since that time, things have gotten better.
Well, because you guys, the 2 of us are dead, and this fight is still going very well.
Trucking, yeah.
Because we found a very powerful NPC ally.
Imagine if we had a fate bound and a half-dead oracle that gets supercharged at half-dead, also chipping away.
Well,
we would
I
be
did
done by
sort
now.
of sacrifice myself so you could get the jellyfish.
It's true. It's true. We couldn't have done this without you all, but it was. It's just like now that we're all sitting here shooting it, we're just like, oh.
Yep.
Homie, Underjelly, why do you not wrap him up?
He did wrap him up. He did wrap him up. It didn't work. That was the Berserker's turn. Brandonius, it is your turn. I did do it.
Did he take his hemorrhage?
He did, yeah.
The 8's hit.
8 miss.
This is a load of barnacles.
Cronus, you are dead. Ulysses, it is your turn. I'm sorry. I can stop saying that anytime. I think it's funny, but
No, I think it's funny too.
not in a mean way. Is it funny?
No,
Okay.
it's just. Yeah, no, I think it's great.
Cool. Great. Okay. Underjelly cannot give a pin because he's already got 1 level of pin. I can make this permanent though, so here, that is what I'm going to do. I'm maintaining focus on that, and then I'm going to attack him once, which is the last thing I can do. I critically hit, so that's 46 damage. Okay, Angus, you are dead. Berserker is going to slam the underjelly twice. I only hit once that time for 50 damage.
Also remember, this is Red Skull.
It is Red Skull. The
Also
underjelly... Is the underjelly Red Skull? What's your level again?
7.
7.
Is it 6 or 7? It's 7. So then it's not Red Skulled. It's just difficult. Okay,
Also,
that's
like,
the...
we have a revival fungus that we theoretically could have used.
Yeah. Brandonius, it's your turn.
Huzzah.
Great. So, Matt, what you're saying is that Natalie enjoys it, and you do not.
Oh, well, no, I enjoy it because I also enjoy torturing you with bad characters.
Oh, okay, great, cool. Let's see, that's 24, 36, 33, 32? Yeah.
Are you ready for Angus the Adopted number, like, 6? Because I run out of bits very quickly.
Cronus, you're dead. Ulysses, it is your turn. I'm ready. Okay, you critically hit.
Except we know our next character.
We do know our next character, actually.
Okay. Underjelly is
Brandon,
going to maintain focus. I don't like that. That worries me. The Underjelly misses for the first time. Angus, you are dead. The Berserker is going to slam.
But first, it takes hemorrhage.
First, it does take hemorrhage. Thank you. Yeah, so it'll take 21 damage. And then it's going to hit the Underjelly 2 times. Okay. Oh, it's so close. The Underjelly is barely alive. On my next turn, I will kill it. Brandonius, it is your turn. Can you kill the Berserker before it kills the Underjelly?
No, but the Underjelly can kill it before it kills the Underjelly.
Well, I meant collectively. You hit on the 10.
Yes. I am going to be able to kill that.
Cronus, you're dead.
I think if everyone else died, I would still be able to kill it. At this point.
Ulysses, you hit? Yeah. Oh, I mean, the Berserker's doomed at this point. Yeah, that's true.
I make a little, like, fisticuffs thing at the jelly. Like, I'm like, hit it. Don't worry about rapping. I'm like, no hugs. I'm doing like a
there's a good you guys might be.
It is going to let go.
Actually, get both.
It's going to let go, and it's going to try to hit the Berserker. Oh my gosh. I hit once. For 24. Angus, you are dead. The Berserker is going to start by taking 40 damage.
At this point.
I know. It is going to... The Berserker has 3 health left after it takes its hemorrhage damage. It is then going to attack the Underjelly. I'm going to only do it once, because there's... Okay, I hit. Let me see, because I might be able to destroy Brandonius right now. As well, I'm not positive.
Well, I kind of wanted to kill the Underjelly, because then we don't have to kill the Underjelly.
It's super fair, yeah. I kill the Underjelly. The Berserker kills the Underjelly. The Underjelly is tangled up in it. I turn around the Underjelly, the tentacles of the Underjelly as it falls to the rooftop and slumps down and starts rolling off. Its tentacles are still tangled up in the Berserker. It's got 1 hemorrhage, and it is going to probably die at the start of its next turn. I'm going to do 1 attack against Brandonius. I'm going to roll it top deck. I get a plus 12 to hit Brandon. This is all I can do, and then I will die. Brandon, I hit you.
For 3 damage.
For 48 plus 6 damage. I deal 19 damage to you.
I thought you said 48 plus 6.
No.
Like you just hadn't done the math, and I was like, Connor, you don't have to worry about doing the fucking math because.
No, 4d8 damage. Brandonius dies. And then, so frankly, the Berserker is 1 level of hemorrhage. Like, Ulysses, you could salute right now and it would die.
Well, there's a chance it doesn't. It's 2d8 or 2d10.
It's 2d10, so yeah. There's what very low chance. But Ulysses, Brandonius, you are dead. Coronis, you are dead. Ulysses, you hit. It dies. You guys kill
Let's
it.
go.
Didn't we at the beginning of this
This was
episode? Didn't we
incredible.
collectively have 1 or 2 wounds to spare?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys should have. By all rights, you should both be dead. Ulysses, you see the berserker slump into the water and start sinking. The underjelly tangled up in it sinks as well. At Brandonius floating on the water, a tentacle reaches up and grabs him and pulls him down as well.
Rude.
You are alone here on the roof.
Oh damn it!
Tops.
That means the gear is.
However,
we have to
no, the
unplug
gear-
city.
The gear was dropped by the underjelly when it died. It
Oh,
is
okay.
laying on the rooftop.
I'm
Ulysses.
gonna like go grab the gear.
Okay, do you go put it in the statue?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do you then want to fade to black?
I don't think that.
Did the
there's
berserker
much to
leave
do, and
anything anywhere?
realistically-
Did it leave anything when it died?
Yeah, like was there like anything it left? Like
Did it leave
I'd
loot?
say if you have any time, you should go like check this like area and make sure there wasn't anything like worth discovering.
Well, it might technically be just Aku away.
Ulysses, would you like to go explore at all? Look at that.
No, not really. I don't think there's much valuable I can do, especially because I can't write,
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
and I would not survive any sort of fight.
Well, yeah, you have 20 health. And 2 wounds. You can't use your body or legs.
You have 20 health.
Yeah.
I went into this fight with 11.
Well,
I
Ulysses
came
is the
into
ranged
this fight
sentinel.
with 31. I just only got hit once.
This is incredible. Okay, yeah, you guys, we will fade to black there. With you guys
Was immensely
Oh
successful.
my! No, that's
We lived for
remarkably
like
successful.
2.5 full
Incredible.
sessions, 3 sessions.
Absolutely. Ulysses, I think you sit down on the rooftop after putting the gear in, and just in time for the sun to rise, effectively. Like, I don't see a world in which the sun doesn't rise by now with all the things that you guys have done. And we will go to that. Thank you guys for playing so much. That was a blast. I can't believe you did all of the things you did in that life. That was crazy. Good job. I'm proud of you guys. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for playing. We will play again soon. Congratulations on doing what I would coin as nigh impossible.
When are you next around?
So I'm around this week if you guys wanted to play.
Yeah.
This week I could play through Wednesday. I could do Thursday actually. So I could do Monday through I could do through Thursday. The following week I am out. I am then out for the next week and a half and then gone for 2.5.
I can do Wednesday
like-
and no other days next week.
Does Wednesday the 28th work for folks to play?
No, not really. It's in the middle of finals for me.
Finals still? Damn.
No,
High
so
school.
this week is the week before finals. Finals is next week.
Okay. So if we don't play next week, we could play the week of the 9th. And then we could play the week of like the 16th or the 17th. I could do. I can't do the 18th, but I could. I could. It's best for me if I
The
just do the
rest of it
16th,
is just summer for me.
Yeah.
So
right.
So if we do something on the week of the 9th, I can do probably most days there, and then I could do the 17th.
Could folks do the 16th?
I
Yeah,
already
that's
have
fine.
a different thing scheduled for the 16th.
Okay, I could be tentative on the 17th, but I fly to Brazil the following morning at 7:30, and so that's going to be tricky. But not impossible. If I could get all my ducks in a row, I could do the 17th, but I could definitely do something on the week of the 9th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send a
I-
poll in the chat.
Yeah. Put a poll.
So that means we won't play for the next 2 weeks at least. Following this, so it'd be the week of the 9th would be the next time. But let's see what we can get done, guys, and we'll go from there.
Gives me and Matt more time to work on our bits.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Thank you, guys.
is there anything I can do to aid in your bit creation?
I think we've already got it organized, and Connor, when he sees what we've done and sees the character art that I just sent to you, Matt,
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna be like,
I'm
oh my
saying
god.
what if you can get me a Natalie in on it to enhance it?
If you need supporting characters,
Potentially,
Yeah.
potentially.
let us
Okay.
know.
All right. Well, take care, guys.
Yeah, take care. I will see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.